Good shit, bud. Where'd you learn your aim? Nice, nice.
Ah, who trained you, huh?
You're literally not getting tased, bud.
Your FTO needs to be fired, to be honest.
Oh.
Hey, don't come in.
My FTO was fired.
Enough of this bullshit, okay?
Oh shit.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
good shit, good
Oh,
shit, good
wait,
shit.
Putting
what?
everyone in handcuffs.
Good shit,
So
good
I figure
shit.
out what the
Gotcha.
fuck is going on here.
Bob,
Good
are you
shit.
serious, Bob?
Bob, good shit.
Some people walk their houses built with fences all around.
Mr. Jan, come over here.
Others live in mansions.
Alright, I'm leaving.
And some
He's
but
gone,
they're
he's gone.
But me,
Seriously?
I love the bush and now with lizards running
Move
around.
back. I'm just gonna beat him with my
pumpkin
baton. Stand back
boy
one second.
down the back.
Please be.
Get me
Oh,
my
shit.
mind again.
What the fuck?
47 shots fired out mission. I'm gonna need an EMS.
Nice, dude. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Alright. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen, but alright. Oh, they executed me, man.
Well, we'll go ahead and get this started. I'll call this court to order. This is Randy Bullet versus Brittany Angel. Mr. Bullet is suing for $60,000 in punitive damages.
What is wrong with you?
He states that on
trying
June
to get out.
3rd, he attempted to escape custody from Mission Row
zigzag
PD as he
sneaky.
fled the building. Sergeant Angel shot him in the back with a shotgun. The
This is
client
it,
was searched,
boys.
disarmed, and was handcuffed behind his back when he was shot, and claims excessive force on the part of Sergeant Angel. Are both parties ready to begin?
I am, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Actually, permission to approach the bench for a second.
Very well.
Shaking already, huh? Alright, alright.
My co-counsel, Nora Dupre, is unable to be here. Can I have
No.
Kermit as my co-counsel since he helped me prepare this case?
Don't
I mean,
allow it, Murphy.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Aye. Thank you.
I also have a request if you want to stay here, Miss
Elvis?
West.
Yeah.
I would like, I know it's not typical, but I would like to make a last-minute request for a witness. I would like to call Conan Clarkson. to
Yes,
stand.
do it, please, please,
Oh my
do
God.
it.
Miss West, any objections?
No, that's fine.
Yes,
Alright,
boys.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Can you go on that side, please, with all the other fucking PD members? You park ranger.
I'll fucking kill you right here.
Excuse
Alright.
me? Did you just hear
All
that?
right.
The park ranger just told me he will kill me.
Did I not just go
What?
over what was going to happen in
What's
here?
going on?
If everyone starts acting up and
My
cutting
weapon's
up?
here. Yes, dude.
Thank you. All right, looks like Mr. Chang's arrived.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and begin.
The secret
Mr. Braun,
weapon is
you're
here,
ready
chat.
to give your opening arguments?
Hello.
Yes, Your Honor.
We got Conan Clarkson as well.
Excuse me, cowboy.
Your Honors, ladies and gentlemen of the court, the case that we bring before you today is very simple. My client, Mr. Randy Bullet, was in custody at Mission Row on the date in question, and
He
he
is
did
so
not
out
want
of it,
to
I
go to
can already
prison.
tell.
So when an opportunity presented himself, he attempted to flee custody,
This is true.
running unarmed, with his hands cuffed behind his back. He made his way for the exit of Mission Row PD out onto the steps out front, at which point Sergeant Brittany Angel fired 2 shotgun shells into Randy Bullet's back, nearly killing him.
Yeah, it's true.
Miss Angel was at the Mission Row PD with a large number
Big D.
of other officers. In
Alright,
that
the
moment,
boys are here.
when Mr. Bullet was fleeing, she could have radioed for assistance and had a car
2 for a
mobilized
million.
to intercept Mr. Bullet. She could have drawn her taser and attempted to subdue and re-apprehend Mr. Bullet. She could have continued the foot pursuit and continued communications until a better, more reasonable option presented itself. Mr. Bullet was no threat to anyone. His hands were cuffed behind his back, and he was unarmed. And in cold-blooded, murderous display of excessive force, Miss Angel fired not once, but twice
Garrett's here as
into my
well.
client's back.
Puggers, dude.
It is the most blatant display of excessive force that I've ever come across in my career. My client demands compensation for that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Braun. Miss West, floor is yours.
Oh, here we come with some bullshit. Let's go, let's go. She fucking crashed.
Yeah, she needs a moment.
Okay,
Hey,
we'll take a
do you want me
10-minute
to come up?
recess. I mean,
Nice, dude.
if,
If we want to give her a minute, she should be back.
yeah, we'll take a 10-minute
She's
recess.
scared.
while she
She's already
figures
left.
everything out.
I got it, I got it.
Sorry about that.
All right,
I'm
she's
buying
back.
you all dinner.
Okay. Miss West, the floor is yours.
Okay.
She
Can
might
I
shoot me, bud.
Yep.
get rid of this?
Yeah, yeah.
Put it down. For the love of God.
Nice
okay.
hook. Oh.
Stop it.
Sorry, that it's mitosis. Okay, where was I before I split into two? I apologize for missing the last half of your opening. I'm sure it was really good.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Hello, Your Honor, and ladies and
She's
gentlemen of the court.
choking.
I will be the first to admit that initially I thought the incident involving Randy Bullitt and my client Brittany Angel
Choking.
was
I'm
an
kidding.
open and shut case, that Sergeant
Open and
Angel
shut. It
violated
is open and
constitutional
shut.
law
Yeah,
and limitations established in Tennessee v. Garner. But after extensively
Yep,
looking over the
thank you.
facts, spending countless hours a day going over every excruciating detail with the fine-tooth comb with the Chief Assistant District Attorney, Nora Dupre, and my co-counsel here, Mr. Kermit. After interviewing Sergeant Angel, Officer Reinhardt, Deputy Smith, and the Chief of Police, Jack Ripley, who I will later bring up as an expert witness,
Okay,
we
but
believe that Sergeant
Ripley-
Angel is acting within her official capacity. Tennessee versus Garner states that when a law enforcement officer is pursuing a fleeing suspect, that the officer may not use deadly force to prevent escape unless the officer has probable cause to believe that the suspect poses a significant threat of death or
What?
serious physical injury to the officer or other officers, or just others in general.
In handcuffs,
It was
dude.
found that use of deadly force to prevent escape is an unreasonable seizure under the Fourth Amendment, as Mr. Bronze claims.
You're fucked. No, I'm not. I'm chilling.
In the
I'm
absence of probable cause that the fleeing suspect posed a physical danger. Now,
Physical
the legal
danger, dude, in
definition of
handcuffs,
probable
huh?
cause states that a reasonable amount of suspicion supported
Mm.
by circumstances
Alright, we'll see.
sufficiently strong to justify a prudent and cautious person's belief that
Now,
certain
we'll see what
acts
happens.
are
Should be
probably
interesting.
true, and that there is a reasonable belief that an individual committed or will commit a crime. Today, I will prove that Sergeant Angel had more than enough probable cause to neutralize Randy Bullitt and was well within her rights. The only thing I
Alright,
implore of the courts is to keep an open mind and do not come into this case with preconceived notions or any kind of prejudice or bias. I won't go on for too long, and I will let my witnesses explain what actually occurred that day, instead of the woe is me victim's tale that Braun will ultimately try to convey. Thank you.
Yeah, anyone got a clip for Danny? Show him.
Okay. Mr. Braun, do you have any witnesses you want to call?
Yeah,
I'd like to
me
call
up.
Mr. Chang to the stand.
Oh, my boy.
Oh, what?
Yep, yep. The secret weapon is here, boys. Or even his character model is just funny as fuck.
Good evening, Mr. Chang. Can you please raise your left hand for me, sir?
There you go.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you sin?
I square.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
Thank you, bailiff. Witness is yours, Mr. Braun.
Nah,
Hi,
I don't
Mr.
think
Chang,
he'll
how
fuck
you
us
doing
over. We should be good.
Oh, I'm doing fabulous, fabulous.
You can tell he just woke up. His voice is
Mr.
fucked.
Chang, on June 3rd, were you, along with Mr. Bullitt, both in custody at Mission Row PD?
Yes, I was.
Alright, he's getting there. He's getting there.
Could you tell me from your perspective? I believe you were in a holding cell. Is that correct? Let me just start with that question.
That is correct.
could you tell me, from your perspective in the holding cell, how it came about that that Mr. Bullet was able to elude custody, to escape the holding cells?
Ah, yes, no problem. Basically, there was 3 police officers. Bob Smith, Angel, and Coleman Clarkson, all horsing around like a bunch of toddlers, handcuffing each other, making jokes, acting like little kids. Then Randy, doing all that little playtimes with the kiddies, ran off upstairs handcuffed, and Angel chased after him. Shortly after that, I heard 2 gunshots fire off.
Yes,
Here
that's
we
my
are.
boy. That's it. Now he goes off.
Okay. And you heard 2 shots.
That's correct.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. That's why.
And
Easy.
as this was going on, do you recall anything that was being said in the confusion that happened when you ran off?
Bong, bong.
I do not recall.
All right. That's about all I have for you, Mr. Chang. You've summed it up pretty nicely. Thank you.
Oh,
Miss West,
shit.
would you like to cross-examine?
Fuck.
No
Hold it
questions at this
down.
time, Your Honor.
Oh, perfect.
Very well. Mr. Chang, you step down.
You saw?
You can go to sleep now, bud.
Mr. Braun, would you like to call your next witness?
I would like to call Mr. Bullet to the stand. Thank you for coming, Mr. Chang.
No problem, son.
Oh shit, boys.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bullet. Will you please raise your left hand for me, sir?
There you go.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you sin?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
Thank you, bailiff. Mr. Braun, the witness is yours.
Hello, Mr. Bullet. How are you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. So, Mr. Bullet, you were arrested on June 3rd by Sergeant Angel and other officers, along with Mr. Chang, and I believe there was someone else, but I don't recall who that was.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna, ask you some of the same questions I asked Mr. Chang. How did the situation present itself where you felt like you could escape from the holding cell area?
Alright, so, I mean, the officers, they were kind of just messing around, doing some baby shit. And me and Chang, we ended up in the same cell, the one closest to the exit door. And as one officer came in, the other officer tased the officer coming in, which led to one officer being tased on the floor while I was in handcuffs. And then for some reason, the other officer put the officer that was tased in handcuffs. I don't know why, but I saw this as an opportunity to escape since both officers were kind of preoccupied. So as Sergeant Angel walked in, she unlocked the door. I ran through the door, went up the stairs, and yeah, that's how it kind of started.
And you were in handcuffs, correct?
Yeah, I was in handcuffs, and as I was running up the stairs, she told the other officers to back off. She's going to hit me with a baton.
Okay, let's just back up. You were in handcuffs. Were you cuffed in front of you or cuffed behind your back?
Yeah, the cuffs were behind my back.
Had you been, had the processing for your arrest begun? Had you been Mirandized?
Alright, so basically we were at the bank. We, blew up on a tugboat, so we were taken to the hospital.
Just a yes or no.
Oh, yes, all my weapons were taken off me at the hospital.
So you Mirandized, your weapons were removed, you were unarmed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you were unarmed and your hands were cuffed behind your back, and you ran out the unlocked door to the holding cell area and up the stairs, and Angel followed behind you with
Simple answers, yeah,
baton,
you're right.
you said?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Did you hear her saying anything as you were attempting to flee?
Yeah, as I stated, she was like, "Listen, officers, I got this. I'm just going to hit him on the head with a baton." That's all she
Okay,
said.
so she waved off she waved off any backup, and insisted to take care of it herself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what happened to the baton? I know you were running away, so you might not have seen behind you, but you heard her say something about a baton, and yet here you are, you've been shot in the back. So what? At what point did it turn into a lethal situation?
Fuck knows, to be honest. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know because, well, I have no idea. I was just running and then I got shot in the back. I didn't hear anything, didn't get told to stop, nothing. I have no idea when it turned into a lethal situation.
Okay, I guess I'll ask again a little more literally. Literally, where did it become a lethal situation? Where were you shot in relation to the building, the Mission Row PD premises?
Outside of the Mission Row front doors. Literally right there, near the stairs.
Okay, so you exited the front door of the building, and then out comes a shotgun, bang bang.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so you were wounded by a shotgun to the back, still handcuffed. What happened from there?
Well, I was on the floor bleeding out and she dragged me into her cruiser and took me to the hospital.
Wait, so she never called 911 for emergency services, EMS?
I don't know if she called, but she didn't use them. She just put me in her vehicle and just dragged me straight to pillbox.
So she just picked you up off the ground and threw you in the back of her car. I see.
Yep.
And, okay, so she took you to the hospital, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Were you treated by a doctor at the hospital?
Honestly, I don't remember. It was either the local doctor or an actual doctor. It was one of them.
Okay, so you don't recall which it was, if it was a local
Yeah, I
doctor
kind
or
of
not.
blacked out, sort of.
That's understandable. So did Miss Angel at all seem worried about the decision that she had made at any point in time?
Objection, speculation.
I'm asking if she had said anything to that nature. It's not asking
how
to
she
speculate at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna sustain that. Can you rephrase the question, Mr. Braun?
Did Miss Angel express in any way any concern about her actions shooting you?
No, she did not. She was bragging about it, said she'd do it again. She didn't really care. She seemed quite happy with herself, to be honest.
I see. So, she seemed certain well, no, hang on. So, would you say that she had any concern for your well-being in the way she was handling the situation?
Again, objection, speculation.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
I'm gonna withdraw.
Bro,
the
this guy's not
question.
even listening.
Very well.
This judge isn't even listening, dude. He's like, I don't even know what's going on.
At any point in time, did Miss Angel ask how you were feeling?
During the whole situation, no.
Did she at any point ask you? Just need a second.
Oh no, Murphy, man. Did Chang leave? No, he's still there.
Ah.
Oh,
Have you had any interactions with Miss Angel since the shooting?
Yes, so I was exiting my apartment, and as I was exiting, I saw Miss Angel and maybe a girlfriend or some sort, I don't know, in the car, and as I was approaching her, well, I was actually going to exit the motel, but, you know, I went past her. She was like, "Hey, Mr. Bullet, how's your back doing after I shot you with a shotgun?" She seemed very proud, it seemed very sarcastic, and yeah. It wasn't very genuine.
Mr. Bullet, have you ever been shot in the back by someone in law enforcement while in handcuffs before the day in question, or since?
Oh, no,
Objection,
never.
relevance.
Oh.
Overruled.
No, I have
If you
not,
want to
never.
repeat your answer. Never.
Nope.
I see. Mr. Bullet, how has being shot in such a manner affected you personally?
Fuck. I mean, it's very traumatic, especially the officer keeps provoking me, keeps, you know, making fun of me, saying how's my back, making fun of everything I do. You know, maybe I run a little red light, she comes up to me, she's like, "Oh, how's your back doing? So I'm surprised you can drive." So it's quite, you know, distressing, to be honest.
Sounds terrible. Mr. Bullet, I've got nothing further for now.
Alright.
Miss West, would you like to
I
cross-examine?
can't say I'm afraid or anything, because I was literally
yes.
robbing banks and shooting
How
cops.
were you involved in the bank robbery, the incident that led up to your arrest on June 3rd?
Objection, scope.
Yes,
Got
that's
nothing
my
to do with the
that's
bank
my
robbery.
boy
Well,
Murphy.
he had already asked about it, so it's well within the scope.
I stopped him.
But he had already started to answer, so it is within the scope.
I
He
continue my objection.
never entered that in the record, so I'm gonna
Thank
sustain
you,
the objection.
thank you.
Request to recall the witness for during my line of questioning.
She's fucked, boys. Get wrecked.
I'll allow it.
All right, thank you. No further questions at this time then. I'll wait.
All right, Mr. Braun, would you like to redirect?
No, I've got nothing further.
All right, Mr. Bull, you can step down.
I appreciate it. Alright, well, easy.
Mr. Braun, you have any other witnesses?
I would like to call Conan Clarkson to the stand.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh shit, this guy's gonna ruin it for us. Yeah, this guy's gonna ruin it for us, we're fucked.
Going on, deputy.
Clarkson.
We are so
Good
fucked.
evening, Mr. Clarkson. Will you please raise your left hand for me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you slasher?
Oh
yes,
shit.
I do, sir.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
Thank you. Mr. Braun, witness is yours.
No, Chang's still here, he's just probably just chilling. Getting
How are
stream
you
ready
doing,
or some shit.
Park Ranger Clarkson?
I'm doing great. Murphy, how about you?
I'm doing fantastic. On the day in question, June the 3rd, were you down in the holding cell area when Mr. Bullet attempted to flee custody?
Yes, sir.
Could you paint us a picture of the circumstances of his escape?
Of course.
Much the same as the last witnesses.
I'll take it from the top. So basically, I was on duty as a park ranger, and I went to go answer to a 1090, which is a robbery call at the city bank up in Vinewood. After negotiations, they free the hostage and all that. We get into a chase. They do some jump into a tugboat. Tugboat explodes.
Yeah.
They get taken in a pillbox hospital, and then we take them down to Mission for processing. All right.
Wait. I don't know. It'll be fine.
I'm not gonna be honest with you. All right. So basically, we
I'm
took
not
Randy
gonna be
down
honest.
to the first cell. I believe somehow Mr. Chang and Randy ended up in the same holding cell.
Wait, well, hold on. I'm sorry, Ranger. Did you just say you're not gonna be honest?
That's exactly what he said.
Oh,
I have
sorry.
the
No, I'm
records
gonna be
right here.
honest. Sorry. No, my apologies. I didn't. Sorry.
Oh
my
Okay,
my
I'm
God.
just clarifying, because otherwise we'd have another problem on our hands.
Of course not.
Alright, you
Okay,
can
so
continue. I'm
anyway.
sorry.
Gonna be honest, okay?
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I'm not really sure how they
Oh
ended up in the
my
same cell,
fucking god.
and so
He
I
is so
got
fucking
tased
brain
by
dead.
Deputy Bob. You can see him in the back there with the cowboy hat on. I got tased. Then I think Bob accidentally. Well, no, not I think. Bob accidentally cuffed me. And then Randy saw an opportunity, ran out the cell, and then I didn't see anything of what happened after that. All I heard was a shotgun round get let off, and that's it.
Okay. Now,
RP, just SPS.
were you ever asked to assist Miss Angel in the reapprehension of Mr. Bullet, my client?
No.
As
Bingo.
stated in testimony, were you ever told not to assist Miss Angel in the reapprehension of Mr. Bullet?
No, I was in handcuffs.
I'm referring to radio communications, if that wasn't clear.
I don't
were you...
recall.
You don't recall. Okay.
Oh no, he's coming back.
All right.
I don't remember. I mean, like, you know.
No, that's fine. How many officers were at Mission Row PD processing suspects at the time of the shooting?
I believe it was 3, me, Bob, and Angel.
There was Reinhardt as well. This guy's
All
so
right.
brain dead.
Thank you, Park Ranger Clarkson. I've got nothing further.
Miss West, would you like to cross-examine?
Yes, I would think. Alright, you stated that there were 3 officers down at MRPD processing at the time. About how many inmates or arrestees were down there at the time?
It was just 2, Mr. Chang and Randy Bullet.
What was the state of MRPD at the time?
What do you mean?
Like, was it calm? Was it hectic?
Don't fall asleep again? No, I won't. I'm here, I'm chilling.
I would say neither.
It wasn't calm, it wasn't
Were the doors functional?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, that's how they got it. They walked in and out of the jail cells.
The
so, I
locking
mean, I guess
mechanisms were working properly?
Oh my god.
I do not remember. I believe so. I honestly don't remember.
Why? Okay, so if there were 2 inmates, why were Mr. Chang and Randy in the same cell?
I
literally
believe there was
walked
just
into
miscoordination, and I don't know. I really don't know.
Miscoordination. Bingo.
Now, in the report, it states that 3 individuals were apprehended for the robbery attempt. Who was the 3rd individual? You said that there were only 2 down at MRPD in the cells.
Yeah, the 3rd one
So where
escaped
was
in the
third
hospital.
I think they had already gotten processed.
Okay. About how long was everyone down in the...
To be honest with you, I don't really remember. Or maybe the 3rd
Okay,
one
so-
escaped. I don't really recall. All I do remember is that I know there was 2.
Okay, so you don't remember a whole lot about what happened?
In regards to, like, yeah.
The 3rd one escaped at the
I
hospital,
don't
I
really
remember that.
in regards to what happened in the actual robbery and the fleeing and all that.
You don't remember
But,
shit.
all I know is that there were 2 people that we were detaining, that were arrested, Mr. Chang and Randy, at the
Incompetent
at the
officers,
prison.
there you go.
I mean, at the Mission Row PD.
Okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Were you around after the plaintiff had been shot?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Well, Angel went and then took him to Pillbox Medical Center. And then we sent forth Mr. Chang to prison, and then I went back on duty.
Okay. Alright, no further questions at this time, unless Kermit has some.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
What? Who the fuck is
Mr. Brown,
Kermit?
would you like to redirect?
Yeah. Park Ranger Clarkson.
Let's go, Murphy.
You ever had to shoot somebody in the line of duty before?
Yes, sir.
You ever shot somebody in the line of duty before over a scuffed door?
Objection?
No, sir.
Overruled.
Let's go, boys. Hey, I mean, she
That was
wasn't
a
bringing the
no?
scuff, so...
No.
Alright, thank you. No further questions.
Alright, this is looking good, not gonna lie.
Miss West, would you like to recross?
1 second.
One second, Your Honor.
Oh no, who the fuck is Kermit, dude? None of the doors were scuffed.
Actually, yes. We do not believe that Mr. Clarkson or Officer Clarkson is a reliable witness, seeing as he can't remember half the events and he's being fed the answers half the time. We motion to have his record or his testimony stricken from the record.
Yikes.
He's not remembering
I mean,
half
I'm
of
not-
the details.
Well, I mean, if you're asking me how many people were down there that we took down, I don't remember. But I do know that Mr. Chang and Randy Bullet were down there. I don't really remember if there were any other individuals.
We're saying that since you don't remember half the questions that you're being asked, that we don't know if the answers that you are giving are 100% truthful or not. We're not saying you're lying, but we don't know if that's 100% correct to what you're giving us.
Well, I'm a park ranger of the law. I wouldn't lie under oath.
I'm not saying
We're
you
not
are.
saying
I'm
that
saying
you
you don't
would
know
lie.
if it's completely.
Oh my.
We're not saying if it's completely accurate.
It's because he had stuff like, I don't really remember.
Okay,
You shouldn't say that.
Give me 5 minutes to discuss this with Judge LeBar here, and I'll
If
come
you didn't
back.
say
Okay.
stuff like, I don't
Thank you.
remember, or just like...
Murphy,
Oh,
you
man.
got anything to say about him being?
Your Honor, you have
I
to
think
jump.
it's pretty flimsy. I mean, what cop has to remember anything? They have an entire system designed to remember it for them. I mean, maybe he should have checked the MDT before
And
he
yet you're
came
here
here,
asking
but...
him questions.
Well, he's a last-minute
he's your
addition that you
witness.
didn't
He
object
should-
to.
Well, he should know these things. If you're going to be putting somebody on the stand, he shouldn't be answering, I don't recall, to 90% of the questions. How
I
are we
added him
gonna
at
know
the
the
last
rest of his
minute, and you
testimony
didn't
is valid?
object. So now you're gonna motion because you
Yeah,
don't
he
Well,
like
was
the
yes,
answers
answers
after
you
record,
gave.
hearing
yes.
his
Alright.
answers, of course.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
alright. I've heard your arguments. We're gonna take a 5-10 minute or 10-minute recess. I'm gonna discuss this with Judge LeBar, and we'll come back with an answer to this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alright. This court is now in recess.
I gotta hop on over to vending machine. I'm starving. Excuse me.
I think it's game over, to be honest. They gonna fight us.
Hey,
You're
hey
good to
partner,
step
you
down,
want
Mr.
some,
Clarkson.
you want some popcorn?
Where's
That
the
makes no sense.
witness
Look a little
that I
hungry.
subpoenaed?
That makes no sense, Murphy.
What in this world makes sense?
Kermit, have you heard
She
from
does-
Abigail at all?
She does. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so confused.
I think
I'm
it's
I'm
interesting
not
that
all
Mr.
that
Brown is trying
interested
to
in
argue the way the world works. and
arguing
quite-
about
I think it's very
doors
interesting.
working or not and
What's
stuff
up, Bob?
like
I
that.
can't hear you.
You don't remember
going
half
on?
the shit that happened up there? Why are you saying I
don't-
tased you?
You did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I put cuffs on you, but I tased Randy's ass.
No, you tried tasing Randy, but then I got tased.
No, 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 no.
That's how I got cuffed in the first
no,
place.
no,
Yeah,
no,
see,
no. I
this
tased
is
Randy.
exactly
I
it.
tried putting cuffs on him.
He's not a.
And,
He's not on the oath right now.
Yeah,
is
let's
he?
coordinate
like-
our story openly in court while we're in recess. That sounds like a good idea.
Listen,
Yeah,
this is just
alright,
slanderous, alright?
I'm gonna defend
Come on,
Rami here, alright? I understand Rami's point of view because he's actually RPing that he can't remember. The problem is, the other cops, they've watched the Vods, they've watched everything, so they know everything that's
telling
happened
him
to
to
the
Hey, Mr. Brown, I
detail.
got a question for you.
Sure.
Can you please explain to me what the meaning of a scuffed door is?
I don't know. Ask Miss West. She's the one who brought it into scope.
So you can't blame Rami for that. Like, honestly, you can't blame Rami for that. He hasn't watched the Vods back. They've watched every single thing to the T and broken it down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame Rami for that. He doesn't remember because
I think we
none
should,
of these
leave
characters
those
would
types of
remember.
arguments out of court entirely,
If I
in
ask
my
Bob
opinion.
who did he arrest
Yeah.
about a week ago,
Agreed.
he won't know for shit. But because he's watched the VOD
prosecution
again,
didn't bring it up, did they?
obviously they'll know, you know.
No, I just think it's interesting
not
when
saying you
people go
did.
through locked doors is all.
Every
That's
single
it.
one of them, they've watched the VODs
Well,
and
they
they've
clearly
broken it
weren't
down
locked
together.
because he made it outside.
So I don't blame Rami
Yeah,
for that.
no,
What Rami
no,
did
we
was
all know.
fine.
See, that's what we're not here to argue about, though, because it's fucking stupid.
All right, then let's drop
So
the
let's
doors.
not talk about it
I
anymore.
want us all to have
taking
fun
this
and be
to-
friends. Jesus.
We don't need to talk about this, right? It's kind of weird.
It is kind of
Hey,
weird.
Snow, can I close your door?
What the fuck?
And you know what the funny thing is? They changed the MDT report because after watching the VODs, you know, which is kind of
Open your door.
I'll
It is
open
what it
your
is.
doors.
Somebody's opening, closing somebody else's doors.
They changed the report
Kick me down.
based on the VOD.
Yeah,
oh,
pickle
you
it,
want to?
yeah.
Oh,
But it is what it
you won't
is.
find anything. I got some scuba tanks. I'll just be up front and say what I got right now, and not waste anybody's time.
Yeah, none of this matters. End of the day,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
she shot me in handcuffs. Whether how I got, released or anything, that doesn't matter. End of the day, I was in handcuffs. Even if we win or lose, it's all good. It's not a big deal. But it's just, like, I just want to defend Rami there. I feel like a lot of people are gonna go in on him for not remembering.
Do it for the lads,
But
Randy.
the reason he doesn't remember is because he didn't watch the
lads.
VODs. So
Nice.
I'm just defending
bro.
Rami there. No, I'm not
Vods.
accusing anyone of meta or anything.
Alright.
I'm just saying the reason Rami doesn't know is because he's actually, like, no officer knows. I don't remember, like, it really isn't Rami's fault. I'm just trying to defend Rami and that's it. I'm not trying to hate on anyone else. I'm just saying Rami didn't watch any VODs. He's going in as if, like, there's no body cams or anything, you know? I'm just defending Rami there. That's
We're
pretty
gonna
much it. alright?
allow
Oh, yes.
Ranger Clarkson's
Oh,
testimony
well, it
into the
doesn't even
record.
matter, huh?
Hey, wait, Your Honor, sorry. Hey, can you, the Honor's back. I can't hear him.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it
Sorry,
doesn't
Your
even
Honor.
matter.
That's fine. Can everyone hear me? All right.
Yeah,
We
I can
good?
hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and allow Ranger Clarkson's testimony into the record. After discussing it, we've come to the conclusion that I'm sure every officer in this room can attest to. You go to a lot of calls in a day, and we don't expect you to remember every detail
Exactly,
to
there
the
you
T
go.
of what you do.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
That's
though
exactly what I just said.
I've told officers in the past to write a report as if you think, even if you know it's not going to go to court, you write a report as if it's going to court, because you never know who's going to read that report.
True.
But I'm going to go ahead and allow the testimony into the record.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good call.
All right.
Yeah.
Where was I?
No, I don't. Obviously, I don't know about the
think he's
MDT in
done.
game chat, so
I
we
believe
don't.
he's
Okay.
done.
We don't.
Any further
talk
questions?
about it.
We were dismissing him as a witness.
Okay.
To step down.
Ranger Clarkson, you can step down.
Of course, of course.
I really don't like.
Mr. Braun, do you have any other
Rami's a
witnesses?
homeboy, dude. Shout out to him.
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Any evidence you wish to put forward?
He gets a lot of stick for stuff like
No,
that.
the
but
testimony corroborates that my client was shot in the back with a shotgun while he was in handcuffs, so I don't have any further evidence to submit.
Very well. Miss West, are you you'd like to call your first witness?
You're not dumpster sloth.
Yes, Sergeant Brittany Angel.
Yeah, that's it. Because I was seeing some dumb comments in chat, but then that's chat, so I'm gonna defend him all day, every day, brother.
Good evening, Miss Angel. Will you please raise your left hand for me?
Absolutely.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Jess?
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss West,
Yeah,
what is
Rami's
yours?
funny as fuck. Like,
Alright.
Yeah.
Sergeant Angel, did you respond to the bank robbery on June 3rd, 2019? That is detailed in Police Report 7436.
Guilty.
Yes,
yeah,
I
Murphy's gonna object. It's all good.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened when you arrived to the bank robbery?
Objection,
Yes.
scope.
What? She's my witness.
We're not here to talk about a bank robbery.
Good shit, boy.
I'm trying to set a scene of what happened before the plaintiff was shot in the back. This is actually relevant to my case, Your Honor.
I'll
Thank you.
What? All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes. Can you tell me what happened when you arrived on scene of the bank robbery?
He allowed it. Now
Yes.
it's. Now
I
it's
arrived
over.
on scene along with Clarkson as well as Reinhardt, and there were a few bicycles, motorbikes parked outside the doors. At which point, Clarkson and I began negotiations with the bank robbers inside.
Okay. What happened during the negotiations?
During the negotiations, multiple times it was stated that if we brought out spike strips, or if we had Air One, or if we tried any funny business, they would come back and shoot the hostage.
If.
They would specifically hunt it down and shoot it if we tried anything at all.
Which they did not.
I would just like to clarify for the record that this is the robbery that the plaintiff did plead guilty on. So this is the same incident that led up to the events at MRPD. I just want to make that clear. Okay. So in your professional opinion is stating that we will seek out and kill the hostage if the police try any quote-unquote funny business or take them into custody. Would you consider that
I
a
never
threat?
pled guilty, remember that.
Yes, absolutely. One that we would take very seriously.
Okay. Again, for the record, Los Santos Penal Code 2123 states that criminal threats are defined as any person who willfully threatens to commit a crime which will result in death or bodily injury to another person. Would you say that the bank robber stating that they would seek out and kill the hostage if there was any funny business or if they were apprehended constitute as a criminal threat?
Yes, I would.
Okay. To go into the legal definition of probable cause states that a reasonable amount of suspicion supported by circumstances.
Objection. Is there a question here?
I will get to the question. I am trying to establish probable cause for the courts.
We've all
It is
read the
quite
penal
relevant.
code. Your Honor, please.
Well, I will get to my question. Okay. Do you consider
Yo, Murphy's
criminal
the goat.
threats?
There's been an objection though, so Judge Holliday
Okay.
needs to rule on that objection.
Okay.
So I gotta
Miss
have
West, what is the point of establishing probable cause in a civil trial?
Because I'm relating this to Tennessee v. Garner, which ruled that an officer must have reasonable suspicion, or excuse me, probable cause in justifying deadly force. I am establishing that Officer or Sergeant Angel, in fact,
Murphy is
had
done.
probable cause in shooting the
This is
plaintiff
very
Randy
funny,
Bullet
chat. It is
with
what
a
it is.
shotgun.
It's actually pretty
Keep
funny.
it brief, Miss West.
Okay. Would you say
I
that
mean,
the
we're-
bank robbers?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Would you say
I
that
have
the,
a feeling
threat,
we're gonna
the
win
bank
this.
robbers threatening the life of a hostage is enough probable cause to ascertain that a crime will be committed?
Yes, I would.
So technically, I'm
Okay.
accessory
Is
to a
that
criminal
enough probable
threat.
cause to arrest somebody?
Yes.
I didn't get charged with it.
Would you consider vocal threats on somebody's life to count as conspiracy?
Yes, I would.
Would you classify that as conspiracy to commit murder?
Yes.
Have you ever had any previous interactions with the plaintiff?
Yes, I have.
In what capacity?
He has
Objection,
shot at
relevance.
myself and other officers.
I'm trying to establish that he has a pattern here, and he is not just somebody...
Trying real hard.
He's pissed,
Well,
dude.
his record speaks to itself, but I can't introduce that, so I'm
We're
asking
not here
if
to
he's
talk
had
about
any
my client's
interactions.
criminal record. Your Honor,
Thank you,
I've made an
thank you.
objection, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
this judge is listening, to be honest.
In your
poor
professional
guy.
opinion, is Randy Bullet a violent person towards police or civilians?
No, I'm not, bro. I'm a nice
Yes,
guy.
he is.
Objection, speculation.
She already answered the question.
I'm gonna allow it.
The security footage that's listed in the police report shows a gnome. Have you ever had any interactions with gnomes, a known terrorist cell in Los Santos?
What?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What happened after the robbery and when you arrived at
That's very
MRPD?
funny.
As I arrived at Mission Row, I walked through the top doors upstairs and I locked it behind me. I ensured it was locked because I did not anyone to escape. We have a visual indicator on our doors that indicate they are locked, and I could clearly see
Murphy's
that
reading
it,
it,
was
chat,
locked.
we're
There's a little
chilling.
green thing, you turn it, you can see it says locked.
Objection.
This is my boy right here.
You know why I'm
Objection.
objecting to this. Cut this shit
Narrative.
out right now,
Okay,
or I'm just gonna
tell
leave.
me,
This
what
is
happened,
stupid.
No, Murphy,
after
don't
you locked the
shit.
doors?
After I locked the
Hold
door, I walked downstairs and...
But you didn't lock the door.
You want me to hold on?
Yes.
Just
Okay. Let me
Fuck
have
off
the
with the
floor for a
doors.
moment, Judge.
Go ahead.
Holiday. The
I'm
doors.
gonna step up here. Go
Okay.
ahead.
That's fine. It's fine. Everybody can
Oh
hear me.
shit, chat. This is
Doors
funny as
and the
fuck.
locks on the doors. Let's keep that to a minimum on the talk about the door and the lock.
Yo, that's
Okay?
what I like to hear.
Thank you.
Dennis, man, keeping it nice and even.
Yeah, after that, can you tell me what happened after you were down in the holding cell area?
Yes, I walked down the stairs and I could see Clarkson laying on the ground. It appeared he was incapacitated, and I
Well, he
saw
wasn't
Deputy Smith
What?
placing him on cuffs.
Oh.
At which point, as I ran through the door, Randy Bullitt ran past me and I discharged my taser. Unfortunately, he was wearing a scuba tank, which made any taser shot
Wait, what?
ineffective, as it would block the prongs of making any contact with him. I then pulled out I pulled out my baton, believing that I would be able to hit him with it, and I told him as such that I would hit him with the baton. I asked Reinhardt, who was behind me, to take a step back because I did not want to hit her with the baton, because it is sometimes
Let's
possible
relax,
to
chat. Let's
accidentally
relax.
hit
We'll
other
see where it
people
goes.
with a weapon like that. I ran after him, at which point he was running incredibly fast and he was very far out of my range. He ran through the door, at which point taser and baton were no longer an option as he was out of range. He continued running down the stairs, Mission Row, out towards an Oracle that was sitting at the parking light on Center and Atlee Street, at which point I pulled up my shotgun as he was out of range and running much faster than I was, and I discharged 2 shots.
Okay. To clarify, did you say anything before you deployed any sort of weapon?
Yes, I did say I would hit it with the baton.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's true.
Did
That's
you,
true.
in good faith, believe that should Mr. Bullitt escape your custody, that he would pose a danger to officers, the hostage, and the citizens of Los Santos?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you believe in good faith that if Mr. Bullitt was to get away after making it outside the
enough.
front doors of MRPD, and as he was fleeing towards that red sedan, that he would go off
Red
and harm the
sedan?
hostage?
Wait, what?
Yes, I believe that was a very real possibility.
All right,
Red
no further
sedan.
questions.
I don't even remember a red sedan, to be honest.
Mr. Brown, your witness.
I'm so confused. It was a local?
Hello, Miss Angel.
How the
How
fuck
you
do I
doing
remember
today?
that? Holy
Hello.
shit.
It's a very nice gun you have there.
Can't even
Miss
remember
Angel.
that, to be honest. Fair play, fair play.
Miss Angel, was my client, Mr. Bullitt, charged with conspiracy?
Oh, wait.
No, he was not.
Was my client, Mr. Bullitt, charged with criminal threats?
No, he was not.
Boom, done. Finessed.
What is the effective
Finessed.
range of a taser?
Approximately
Objection,
10 to
speculation?
Overruled.
She just gave a qualified opinion on it.
Overruled. She's an officer of the law. I'm assuming she knows how to use her own tools and their effectiveness.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this is so funny,
The
chat,
approximate
honestly.
distance would be 10 to 15 feet, which for a visual narrative would be about from me to you if you took 2 steps back. So it's not very, very large. It's a pretty short distance. Yes,
way
about
more than
that
2
distance.
steps. Holy
Yes,
shit.
about that distance.
Now, well, she moved forward 2 steps. You should pay attention. And what is the effective range of a shotgun?
Much larger than a taser. I honestly could not give you an educated opinion on exactly how far, but I could say it is larger.
Is it typical to shoot someone in the back who is handcuffed just because they're running away?
It is a very atypical circumstance.
Sure. Sure. Okay. So
Fair
it is
play, fair
atypical.
play.
Now,
Absolutely.
what specifically in your mind led you to believe that my client posed a threat to anyone?
Alright,
with his
chat, you
hands
guys are
cuffed
saying some
behind his
dumb shit.
back,
I'm gonna go sub mode, alright?
Possessing no weapons of any
You guys
kind.
are you guys are
while you
taking
were
this way
still
out of RP.
within
Come on.
eyesight.
I don't know how to
foot
turn it on
pursuit
sub
behind
mode.
him.
Fuck.
While I was at the hospital dealing with the
How
other
the fuck do you
suspects,
turn on
one of them was
sub mode,
able
dude?
to break free of his cuffs and escape. So it is not very implausible to believe Mr. Bullitt could do the same.
Fuck, I
Sure,
don't know.
but you had multiple officers downstairs who could have gotten a vehicle and ran an
Someone
intercept
tell me.
on Mr.
Am I
Bullet.
only mode?
Why did
Alright,
you
yeah.
Why did you not radio for backup once Mr. Bullet left the front doors of the PD?
Alright, emo only mode, chat. You can
Mr.
guys
Bullet was
plug and
running
everything.
incredibly fast.
Just stop
and
saying
to be
dumb
honest
shit.
with you, Mr. Brun, in these incredibly high-stress situations, sometimes you're not
There
able to
we
make
go.
these radio cuts before decisive actions take place.
You guys are saying some like really fucked up stuff. Come on.
So he was running incredibly
Mature
fast.
up, boys.
Absolutely.
And girls, of course.
I was
see.
unable to keep up with him. He was gaining distance on me very quickly.
Poggers, dude.
So in spite of the fact that you had free use of your arms to further your own momentum, a man with his hands cuffed behind his back was somehow outrunning you.
There we
I was
go.
running as fast as I possibly could, Mr. Brun.
You're good, CT swimmer.
As an officer of the law, are you trained to adequately handle high-stress situations?
Objection,
Absolutely.
scope.
Make effective judgments? You mentioned high-stress situations just a moment ago, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Absolutely, it is a part of all officers' trainings to be effective in dealing in high-stress situations.
In a situation where an officer alone feels a suspect
Oh, Kareem's here
is
as well.
presenting
Fuck.
a danger to other officers or others, are you not meant to call for backup before engaging such a suspect?
Objection asked and answered.
Completely different question.
I'm gonna.
she-
I'll go ahead, Miss West. Sorry.
Oh, she had already said that in situations like this where you're forced to make split-second decisions that you don't already always think of those things. She literally just said it.
But it was not a
moments ago.
split-second decision. In reality,
Okay,
Angel
I'll
had
allow the
all of
question.
the time in the world to make that decision.
I'll allow the question, Mr. Braun.
Can you repeat the question for me, please?
I don't even remember the question now. So give me a second.
Fair enough.
I don't
fair enough.
remember it either.
You're at one tap. Hey, chat, you know what? We're at 1,066 subs, right? Road to 1,100
In
begins.
situations which are high stress,
Make sure to hit the follow button as
involving
well.
a potentially dangerous suspect who is a threat to other officers and yourself, is it not practice to call for backup before engaging such a suspect?
Yo,
It is
Russ, coming to the
advised,
Twitch
but
Prime.
there
Thank you
is,
so much.
No specific training saying that you have to.
What, in your mind, made the shooting of an unarmed, handcuffed suspect
Yo, what up, Lewis?
fleeing the PD, what made that a split-second decision for you?
He was running towards a vehicle stopped at the light, and knowing that two people had escaped earlier, I was worried he was going to jump into the vehicle and be driven away.
Wait, what?
He was running towards a vehicle at the light.
Yes, a four-door red sedan that was parked at the light. He was running
Alright,
directly towards
alright.
it.
I don't even know. What?
So in that moment,
Alright,
you
fair
felt
enough.
that you had no other alternative but to shoot him then and there.
Yes.
Interesting. Nah, that's fair enough.
Could you not have
Interesting,
waited
interesting.
to ascertain that he was going to try to jump into that vehicle?
While he was about to approach the door, he was on the street already next to the vehicle.
No, I wasn't. Whoa.
With a shotgun, could you not
was on
destroy
the
the tires of
stairs.
that thing
Alright.
with one shell?
I was not next to any vehicle. Alright, fair enough.
Well, that's assuming that I would be
We're
able to
going
hit the
down
shot.
that route. Okay, okay. I mean, to be
It's a
fair, I mean, in
shotgun.
game,
I
like the
don't see
character's
how you
gotta
could miss at the
protect their
distances
job,
we're
right?
talking about.
It's actually
but okay.
very easy to miss, Mr. Brun.
Well, you didn't seem to miss Mr. Bullet.
I did. That's
Objection,
what it
Your
is,
Honor,
too.
badgering.
That's
Mr.
interesting.
Braun, get to the
I
point.
wasn't near any car, but fair enough.
The point is this:
I'm trying to remember if there was even a car there.
how did you take a
I was at like
PD
the top
full
of the
of
stairs.
officers who could have assisted you in non-lethally reapprehending Mr. Bullet and turn it into an execution?
Oh shit, this is going on for a while now. Fuck.
I disagree. That's what happened, Mr. Brun.
I'm not asking if you agree. You shot an unarmed prisoner in the back while he was handcuffed. That's pretty textbook execution style shooting. So again, I'm going to repeat the question. With everything at your disposal in this situation, and all of the tools and knowledge and skills that you bring to the table, how was the best course of action
Murphy is great,
determined
yeah,
by
I love
you
Murphy.
to execution-style
We need
murder
him as a
or
lawyer.
attempt to murder a fleeing prisoner unarmed in handcuffs?
Hopefully we get to go back up.
I did not attempt to murder anyone, Mr. Braun.
What?
I don't know how you could shoot someone twice in the back with a shotgun
Objection, badgering.
without intent to kill.
Is there a question in there, Mr. Braun?
Yo, Murphy
She
goes
didn't
in,
answer
dude.
the
It's
question.
funny as
She's
fuck.
not answering my questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe I
She's
did.
disagreeing with my questions. Permission to treat
Miss
the
A-
witness as hostile, Your Honor.
Oh, shit.
Not yet, Mr. Braun. Miss Angel, I'm going to direct you to answer the questions that Mr. Braun's answering you.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Can you repeat the question one more time for me?
Yeah, this is the court cases I love, you know, the ones
With
that,
everything
like,
at your
a bit
disposal,
of beef to
Miss
it.
Angel,
Like,
with the
arguments to
multiple
it.
officers
It's just fun. It's funny.
within walking distance of your
See, I'm engaged,
position,
right?
with all of the skills and knowledge that you possess as a law enforcement sergeant, how was the best course of action determined to be to shoot to kill against an unarmed fleeing prisoner in restraints?
Okay, I will explain it this way. I had one deputy who was completely disabled and detained down in the cells. The other one was dealing with the suspect who was not allowed to leave Bishadro so we could watch him, leaving me with one person behind me. That person would not be effective because she's unallowed to drive on her own at the time. She had to have someone with her. At that point in time, I was the only officer in foot pursuit of that man, and I did not have time to get out of the vehicle or do anything that you state, otherwise I could have, leading to the shotgun being my only course of action, given that a taser deployment had already failed and he was out of range.
Okay.
All right.
Does that answer your question sufficiently, Mr. Braun?
It does. It does. Miss Angel, since it's been brought up, at the bank robbery, did you speak directly with Mr. Bullitt?
Nope.
To be honest, I spoke with almost everyone inside that bank robbery. There was 3 to 4 voices that I heard. They were using voice changes.
So yes or no question, Miss
three.
Angel,
There was
did you
three.
speak with
Fair
Mr.
enough.
Bullitt?
I believe I did, yes.
What? I didn't even
Did
say
Mr.
a word in the
Bullitt
bank. All right, fair enough.
himself threaten to harm the hostage or anyone else? As you stated, the bank robbers, as a general idea, did.
Again, he was using a voice changer, so I cannot explicitly state he did it. However, the group he was
Me
with
voice
did.
changer, lol. Nah, so it would be hard to tell who's talking, to be fair.
After you shot Mr.
I'm not
Bullitt
advanced
twice in
enough
the
for
back
a
with
voice changer.
shotgun,
I'm sorry, man. I'm not advanced enough.
how did you go about rendering medical assistance to Mr. Bullitt?
I called up a dispatch for medical attention. However, all EMS on duty had gone off duty after we had left Pillbox Medical, leaving myself being the only one that could transport him. So I ran to Motorpool, grabbed the keys to a Taurus, and I drove him to the hospital myself.
In your interactions
Money,
with Mr.
money,
Bullitt,
money.
did you tell him that you would shoot him in the back again?
No, I did not.
Well, you did.
I'll remind you that it is perjury to lie under oath, Miss Angel.
As far as I recall, I do not remember stating that.
Do you stand by your decision to use lethal force against an unarmed fleeing prisoner in handcuffs?
Yes, I would use lethal force on a fleeing felon again,
So you would do it again?
provided the circumstance gave me probable cause to do so and the situation necessitated it, yes.
Alright, I've got nothing further for you, Miss Angel.
All right, all right.
Miss West, would you like to recross or redirect? I'm sorry.
I do, if that's okay, Your Honor.
Kermit,
Go ahead.
go on, boy. Kermit the
Excuse me?
Frog. He actually kind of sounds like him a little bit.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good.
So Mr. Braun tried to ask you if you had the intent to murder Mr. Bullet. Did you have the intent to incapacitate Mr. Bullet?
I have the intent to incapacitate him, but not kill him.
Okay. While you were at the robbery, he also asked you about the what the robbers had said. Is it true that they said we will seek out and find the hostage and kill them if any funny business, or if they were in
Yes.
custody? They said
Yes,
we,
they say
correct?
We is the correct term. Yes, we.
So it wasn't just one person, but they were with saying we. They included the entire group in that decision, correct?
Yes.
So
would
technically
involve Mr.
accessory
Bullet,
to
correct?
criminal threats.
Yes.
Makes sense. Great charge there.
All right, no more questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
People can speak for me, apparently.
Mr. Braun, anything further?
Okay, no, I'm being a dick.
No, Your Honor.
Sandra, you can step down.
So if I could get Vinny fucked, to be
Ms.
honest.
West, you have another witness?
Yes, because of time constraints, I'm going to call my expert witness, the Chief of Police, Jack Ripley, to the stand.
She almost said your name. She went to say Jackie.
Fucking Vinny, dude.
Oof.
Yikes.
Who is doing that?
Good evening, Chief. Will you please raise your left hand for me, sir? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you coil?
I do.
Your Honor, this witness has been sworn in.
Was that Vinny?
Good afternoon, Officer Ripley. My first question
Hello, Miss
to you is
West.
to confirm, hello, for the courts, you are the Chief of Police, is this correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And with that role, it means that you're in charge of the police force in its entirety, is this correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Los Santos Police Department, yeah.
Okay. So being the Chief of Police, this would mean that you're well versed in the laws of Los Santos Penal Code as well as how to enforce those. Is this correct?
There is no cop better, ma'am.
No
All
cop
right.
better. Alright. Guess he hasn't met
I won't go
AJ
into the
Hunter.
definition of probable cause, but I will say that if you hear an individual or a group of individuals claim to threaten the life of somebody, would you constitute that as a criminal threat?
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day, I wasn't charged with criminal
And
threats.
then
so.
would that be probable cause for arrest of an individual for the crime of criminal threats?
According to our MDT and the penal code, yeah, it would be.
Okay. Would you say that the plaintiff has shown a propensity for violence towards police and civilians alike?
Objection. Speculation.
West?
Just asking because I'm still, trying to establish that.
I'm a nice guy, dude.
Actually, I'll withdraw that question. I'll withdraw that
Thank you.
Very well.
Appreciate it.
Down in my
We
notes.
just gotta have fun with it, Chad. Just have fun with it, you know? You wanna reload? How you doing?
Jack Ripley, I'm asking you this because I do consider you to be a reasonable police officer, seeing as you're head of the entirety of the LSPD here in San Andreas. Would you classify an individual that has not only made criminal threats, but threatened the life of an individual and committed those acts in concert with
I need
a
to go
known
on stand
terrorist,
and
as
tell
we
them I
saw
didn't say
in
anything.
the police footage from the report, to be probable cause enough to classify the plaintiff, Randy Bullet, as a dangerous threat to officers, the hostage in question, and the citizens of Los Santos should he escape custody?
Objection. Relevance. My client was never charged with criminal threats. This has been
I am
established.
asking if he would be considered a dangerous threat after saying that he would kill somebody.
Did she call him a terrorist?
Objection. I renew my objection. He was never charged with criminal threats.
That is facts. Facts.
Sorry, Judge Holliday, what was that?
Come on, Judge. Do the right
I'd like
thing,
to hear
bud.
it. Go ahead.
Oh.
Yes, Mr. Bullet is a dangerous individual.
He has
What?
the skill, I have no doubt, to carry out those threats that he made, and he made his intent quite clear verbally. So,
No, I
yes.
did not make it clear. Wait, what? Oh shit. Alright.
Am I good?
Yeah,
Was
you're
that
good.
it?
You're good. Yep.
Okay, sorry. Let me start that over again. I was having a headache.
I believe she's having
Her
another
head
headache.
pumped again.
Yep. We'll give her
Okay.
a moment.
I'll tell you
So
what. We'll
wait,
take a
Stan, is that-
10-minute recess, and
I see your mouth
once
moving,
she's
but she ain't talking.
once she figures it out,
Nah, her head
or once she
crashed.
returns, but bailiff, can you come and get us?
Yes, Your Honors.
Thank you.
Be much easier
Wait, what?
to just say
What
bullet
is it?
wins.
Yep.
For the lads.
For the lads, I got you, Big D.
I said Ripley, not my chief.
You know what the funny thing
Oh.
is? I didn't say a word at that bank robbery.
Can't say that. I've never heard of
Randy.
anybody using a shotgun
Randy.
to incapacitate somebody. Shoot them twice in
Randy.
the back. That's
Damn.
She
good.
called.
How's it going? I'm a terrorist, man. I'm a nice guy.
Yo,
I know,
She
right?
called you a
Murphy,
fucking.
quick
She called you a
Shotgun
fucking
must have been
terrorist.
filled with love.
Murphy.
Alright,
I'm a nice guy
Shoot
too.
a
I
cop.
think they overreacted.
It's a big
She
achievement.
called you a fucking terrorist.
you and
Fuck
we're
up,
just
man.
taking a
Yep.
recess.
I think 60k
Uh,
will be fine.
Your
Oh, shit.
Oh, what the fuck?
Whoa, Garrett. Sorry.
She's back.
Sorry, that was
Wait,
me.
Alan's here.
Oh.
Alan!
Alright.
Garrett, you
Hold
got
on,
a spray
Garrett.
on your foot. Oh man, he just attacked his
Are we
sensei.
still taking 10 minutes?
Oh,
Shut up, Karina.
Yeah, I guess we're taking 10 minutes.
No,
Alright,
calm down,
thank you.
Stop
Murphy,
fucking
quick
around a
question.
little bit. That'd be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Your
Angel
Honor,
says
she is
that
back.
she
I'm
shot
not sure if you
Randy
guys
with
want to
the
continue with that
gun
recess.
incapacitate, but
Yeah,
I use that
hold on, let me
argument
update
all
you
the
on
time
B2.
when I get
Let's
charged with
check
murder.
the
Why
top
is it a
Fox
double
on there.
standard?
Facts, Big
Because
D,
she's
facts.
police.
Murphy, come
But
here,
it's
Murphy. I gotta
bullshit.
talk to you about something. Murphy, she first said
How's it going?
fucking. She said a
I
white
hate
car,
you
then
so
she said a
much.
red car.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just here watching.
I wasn't
you.
even near a car.
Well, it's pretty easy to mix up the details when you lie. So
When you lie, how the
Facts,
fuck did she say
facts.
a red car, a white car first, then a red car? How did
Fucking
you fucking
Vinny.
hear that?
My boy.
Fuck.
I was
Sorry,
just doing
I'm
the
sorry.
same
Motherfuckers
thing,
twins?
kind of.
I kind of want to bring Randy back up to address
do
some
it.
of the things that she said.
Can you
I
get
don't
your
know.
dick out
I
of
don't
my
know
face?
if I can. I don't know if I can call you again. It's up
She
to the
can call
judge.
me.
have
And,
a dick.
and
Nice joke.
what about the fact that she said she was gonna shoot the person in the
Gotcha.
car? How does she know if that was somebody to get away or that was just a regular civilian? So she was just gonna fucking blow a random civilian's head off? What the fuck is wrong with this cop?
I didn't say that, Mr. Pistone. That's really nice selective hearing.
Hey.
Well,
Relax.
sorry, Jackie, not you. I apologize.
Hey.
We'll win this, no worries. It's all good.
How much
Well,
money do you
apparently now you're a
Jackie,
terrorist.
Not my chief.
Don't
My
say
chief.
that. Fuck. You can't say that.
Why not?
You should be up there, Snow. It should be you.
Fuck.
Ripley, not
No.
my chief.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay. Hopefully
no,
third time's a charm with this. I
Oh, okay.
apologize.
Wait 1 second.
I don't know why I keep having headaches.
Chang said, yeah, he has to
Um,
stream.
It's fine.
I already told him he's good
Okay.
to go.
So, lastly, after
I don't
hearing
wanna make him
everything
wait.
today, do you believe that Sergeant Angel did everything within her power to stop the
If he
individual
says yes,
who you said
it's gonna be
yourself
kinda
posed
worrying.
a significant threat to the safety of officers, the hostage, and the citizens of Los Santos?
Maybe.
Given the
Alright. Gentlemen?
circumstances that she faced, yeah, I think she did her best.
All right,
Oof,
thank you. No
oof.
further
I don't know how
questions.
to feel about that. Fair enough.
Mr. Braun, would you like to cross?
Yep.
Kermit, do you have any further questions? in
How you
case I
doing,
get a
Chief
headache
Ripley?
again?
Whisper,
Mr.
Miss
Brown.
West.
I only got a few questions for you.
Hog time, Murphy.
Not too sure how many, but I guess my first question would be: have you ever seen a gentleman in handcuffs, cuffed behind his back, make good on any lethal threats against somebody?
Not well. I have seen a man in handcuffs stomp out 4 sheriff's deputies in the Sandy Shore Sheriff's Office before. They needed to be taken to the hospital.
So you've seen someone in handcuffs stomp out 4 sheriff's deputies.
Cletus McDermott. Yes, sir. Stomped him out with his feet. 4 armed sheriff's deputies. Took them all out. Cracked their skulls and everything. Poor bastards.
Sounds like they could probably use some training. Anyway.
Well, it's the BCSO.
Rogers.
There's only so much you can do, Mr. Brown.
Was that Rogers?
Objection.
Right.
I know that's an informal, but don't badger my bailiffs.
Yep, I'm glad I'm not a deputy.
Get on.
Chief Ripley, have you ever shot someone in the back with a shotgun who had handcuffs behind their back?
I personally have not, no.
That's something that's ever come up before.
In my specific experience, it has not come up for me, no.
Alright, alright.
Had you been in the same situation in Miss
He
Angel's
wouldn't have
shoes,
shotgun me. I know for a fact he wouldn't have.
per se, would you have taken the same action
But maybe. I don't
under
know.
identical
I
circumstances?
feel like he would never have done that.
Based on the information that I have gained and the reports that I have read, the folks that I have spoken to, I believe that if I were in Sergeant
Obviously, he
Angel's
has to protect his
position on
officers,
that
chat.
day,
So, I mean, in
that
roleplay,
I
it makes
would have,
sense.
acted in the same manner and carried out the same actions.
Obviously, in roleplay, he has to say that, which.
Is everything okay over there?
Very,
clavicle really hurt.
I'm having
very
headaches. I'm sorry.
disappointed in you, Ripley, and I have nothing further for you.
Oh,
I need a doctor.
Cross.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Surge.
Murphy
Yeah,
went
sorry,
in,
I
dude.
keep having headaches.
Oh.
That's what I was writing to tell him, actually, when I accidentally.
I can power through it, Your Honor. It's okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
I know.
Miss
if you
West?
were- I know. if you
Kermit?
were-
Let me get you a bandage,
I
Kermit.
have questions, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Here, let me
Kermit
give,
has
let me give you a
questions.
bandage. Hold on.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Just one second. Alright.
Dum Kermit, what you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Mr. DeLaw.
How are you doing today, Officer Ripley?
Very good.
Right. Are handcuffs, can you run in handcuffs easily?
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing to stop you from running while you're in handcuffs. I mean, unless you're shackled hand and foot, but...
Alright. Is it possible to have the handcuffs taken off without a police officer's handcuff key?
Yeah, we, due to budget cuts, we have very basic type handcuffs with keys or access to the general public. Just about anyone's got access to them.
So had Mr. Bullet gotten away from the police officers, he could have gotten his handcuffs taken off fairly easily.
Fairly
Objection,
easily, yeah.
speculation.
I mean, he's an
Sorry,
expert
could you-
witness. He should know this.
Could you repeat your question?
Stop asking questions. Objection,
I'm
speculation.
talking to the honor. Why don't you quit being a dumbass? Excuse me, Your Honor.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me, asshole? Fuck
Alright.
you. Who the fuck are you anyhow?
Oh, shit.
Alright, Mr.
Yes,
Braun,
that's what I like
Mr.
to
DeLaw,
see, dude.
calm down.
Your Honor, I asked him
Oh,
if had he
shit.
gotten away,
Who
it
the
was going to be
fuck
fairly
are
easy
you
for him
in-
to have the handcuffs removed.
That's true. Where did he come from, to be fair?
I'll allow the question.
Holy
you.
shit. Yo, I love
yeah,
Murphy,
the answer
dude.
to the question is, the cuffs, the keys to our handcuffs are purchasable to the general public. They're not any kind of top secret government handcuffs that only government agents have access to the keys.
This is what
It's
I
just
like, Chad.
very,
These are the court cases I
yeah,
love.
it's not difficult to get uncuffed. It could happen in 30 seconds as soon as you're around the corner if you talk to the right
Right.
fella.
Alright, no further questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Braun?
Shitheel.
Mr. Braun?
I'm sorry. What was that, Your Honor?
Shit.
I'm sorry, you want to repeat what you just said?
No. Chill.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Do you have any further questions for the
Oh, I'm
witness?
fucking dumb, bro.
No.
Alright.
Got nothing further to say to that man.
Chief,
He's
you can step down.
disappointed, dude. He's
Thank you, Your
disappointed in Ripley, man. You can
Ms.
tell.
West, any other witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call Officer Emily Reinhardt to the stand.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Good evening, Miss Reinhardt. Will you please raise your left hand for me?
Yep.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you ghost?
You want to stop passing
I do.
notes? Like I
Yeah, this
instructed
witness
at
has
the
been
beginning
sworn
of this
in.
court case. Thank you.
Oh
It's-
shit.
It was
Dennis,
them.
shh.
Douchebag.
Called me up. I
You
hope she
dropping
calls me up
notes?
again.
You got no dick.
What? They were passing notes.
Sorry.
Jeff Beldo.
Fucking
wasn't.
pimp
Oh,
is her as
no.
well. Oh shit. Alright, we got a pimp here, chat.
Can I ask
have-
some
Here we
questions?
go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Were you one of the officers or deputies on scene to handle the negotiations of the bank robbery that happened on June 3rd?
I was.
Can you tell me what happened during those negotiations?
Pimp
Well,
motherfucker.
let's start from the beginning. Angela and I arrived on scene. She was the one who was originally supposed to take over negotiations. However, the robber's car had been taken by local tow. So Angel offered to go grab 2 more vehicles for them, and then which Conan Clarkson and myself were taking over negotiations. From there, Conan Clarkson had taken primary negotiations.
So she
Okay.
didn't take
Could
over.
you overhear the communications between Park Ranger Clarkson and the bank robbers?
I could.
Okay. Can you tell me what was said?
Collectively, as a group, they stated that they would
Collectively
come
as a
back
group.
and shoot the hostage if they were to see any funny business or get brought.
I didn't say a damn word, brother.
Okay.
Oh shit, fair enough.
Do you believe that that sort of threat to kill another human being is enough probable cause to arrest an individual for such statements?
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't arrested, so have a good one.
All right. Again, I'm asking you the same question that I asked Chief of Police Ripley, because I do consider you a reasonable officer. Would you classify an individual that has not only, excuse me, made criminal threats, but conspired to commit murder, essentially, and committed those acts in concert with a known terrorist, aka the gnome seen in the security footage, to be probable cause enough to classify the plaintiff, Randy Bullitt, as a dangerous threat to officers, the hostage,
Their
and the
argument is
citizens
fucked.
of Los Santos, should he escape
In my
police
opinion, I
custody?
think it's completely fucked.
Yes.
Objection. This terrorist narrative, this is completely unsubstantiated.
I'm establishing what kind of company
You're
he kept
establishing
throughout this
that
entire
my
incident.
client is a member of a terrorist organization. That is completely
I'm
unfounded
saying
and
he associated
unsubstantiated.
with one,
You've done
and
it
this makes him a
twice.
dangerous
I'm
individual.
objecting. I want any mention of terrorist cells and gnome shit off the record.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sustain the objection. This is a civil trial. We're not trying to establish any criminal
I ain't no
wrongdoings
terrorist, bud.
in here.
Okay. Per the police report, it is stated that Mr. Bullitt openly attacked officers while in custody at MRPD. Did the plaintiff physically assault you?
He did.
After the plaintiff escaped custody, did you hear Sergeant Angel make any sort of statement or demand that the plaintiff stop running?
I did.
Okay. Did you witness Sergeant Angel bring out her baton?
I did.
Did you witness Sergeant Angel bring out her taser and deploy her taser?
I do not recall.
Okay. Do you believe that Sergeant Angel did everything within her power to stop the individual who posed a significant safety risk to officers, the hostage, and the citizens of Los Santos?
Objection calls for speculation. She wasn't present when Mr. Bullitt was shot. She was downstairs.
Yep.
Were you in
facts.
fact downstairs when he was shot?
I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Thank you, my man.
Just to clarify for the courts, where were you when Mr. Bullitt was shot?
I was actually outside at the doors of Mission Row, and I did see the shooting.
Well, I mean, she wasn't, but alright.
Did you witness him fleeing in the direction of a red sedan?
I did.
What?
Alright. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Fair enough. Hey, they gotta do what they gotta do, to be fair.
I've got nothing to ask this lying witness.
Okay, you can sit down.
Yeah, facts, bro. True.
Miss West, any further witnesses?
Yes, I would like to call Deputy Bobby Smith to the stand.
Excuse me, boss. Oh, you're gonna have backup outside and still shotgun him. What?
Hey, Randy, you want to go jump in my red sedan?
There was no fucking car there. I was on the stairs. They get away with lying with everything, apparently.
Mr. Bullet, lower your voice, please.
Oh, sorry, I was whispering.
Good evening, Mr. Smith. Will you please raise your left hand for me, sir?
Chat, I was not near any car. That's the funny thing. I was at the top of the stairs at Mission Row.
Alright, thank you, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you...
Yeah, to be fair, you know, they gotta do what they gotta do
I
to
do.
protect themselves.
Your
Like,
Honor, this
roleplay
witness
wise,
has
it
been
makes
sworn in.
sense. Kinda.
You're a witness, Mr. Braun.
Oh,
Kinda, I guess. I
I'm
don't know.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. Deputy Smith, did you respond to the bank robbery on June 3rd that is detailed in the police report?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened?
Yes, I had
Just
the
makes it more
pleasure
funny,
of
exactly,
arriving on
yeah.
scene with Park Ranger Clarkson. Clarkson began negotiations with the suspects inside of the bank. I began locking down the perimeter and securing the site. From what I gathered, Angel and Reinhardt had shown up around the same time, and we began our negotiation process of getting the hostage that was inside the bank back to the police for safekeeping, and that was primarily my job there.
Okay. Did you manage to apprehend all 4 of the suspects?
Negative. From my recollection, we only managed to get 3 of the 4 suspects.
Okay. After hearing everything from Sergeant Angel and Officer Reinhardt, do you believe that Mr. Bullet posed a dangerous threat?
I believe Mr. Bullet was a threat, yes.
Okay. Do you believe that Sergeant Angel, excuse me, did everything within her power to effectively neutralize Mr. Bullet?
From what I gathered here, it sounds like she exhausted all available resources to her and followed procedure, in which case I'd have to answer yes to that.
All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Braun?
I've got no further questions.
Alright. You can step down, Mr. Smith.
Please call me up.
Any further witnesses, Miss West?
Call me up.
Yes, I would like to call the stand the hostage, Abigail Bliss, to the stand.
Is Ms. Bliss present?
No, but she did receive 2 court subpoenas for her presence here.
Okay, that's something we can handle at a later date. Or a later time, not date, sorry.
Yes,
So-
could I discuss that with you after the court case?
Yes.
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Well, hold on.
Any
How come
evidence you wish?
I can't go on the stand when they're all saying that I made these threats when I didn't? Do I not get to say, like, defend myself? Can
This
I
is
not
a
say what I
criminal
was
trial,
doing at the
Mr.
bank?
Bullet.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright, any other evidence you wish to put forward?
Bro, I don't
no,
even get to say,
no,
like, what I was doing at the bank.
Okay. Mr. Braun, anything from you?
No further evidence. I'm prepared to close.
Very well, floor is yours.
Now they all
Your
think
Honor,
I said something at the bank. I didn't
ladies
say
and
anything.
gentlemen of the court,
Nice, dude.
we have been told lies today.
Yeah, facts,
We've been
facts.
told fairly well-rehearsed lies, but not fully rehearsed lies. And lies just the same. Brittany Angel took the stand and said that she went outside of Mission Row PD alone and dealt
I
with
don't even get to
Mr.
defend
Randy
myself,
Bullet
man.
in the best way that she knew how to, in good faith, with her training and her duties as a law enforcement officer. But apparently that was not the case, because apparently Officer Reinhardt was right there with her. So either Brittany
Ooh.
Angel lied under oath, or
Facts,
Officer
brother.
Reinhardt lied under oath in order to conveniently witness this car, which, was it white? Was it red? I'm not sure. Maybe Miss Angel will remember for sure at some point in the future. But either this white or red car, Miss Reinhardt happened to be right outside
Poggers, dude.
during this shooting, even though Miss Angel didn't seem to think so. She thought that she was all alone. So either Miss Angel or Miss Reinhardt has perjured themselves today. And the rest of the testimony that we've heard from law enforcement seems convenient, well rehearsed, and well drilled
Facts, brother.
to reinforce and perpetuate a system that is failing. Mr. Bullet was not
Thank
a
you.
threat to anyone when
Thank
he was
you.
shot in the back. He was shot in the back twice with a shotgun with intent to kill while he was cuffed behind his back a short distance from the front doors of Mission Row PD. There was no way for anyone to know, Miss Angel or anyone, if he was running towards a car or just running for freedom. Miss Angel made a decision purely on the basis of ease. It's
Ooh.
easy for Miss Angel to pull that trigger. She's carrying a gun right now. She's ready to use it. In this situation, Miss Angel could have pursued on foot and maintained
Does she have a
visual
gun on her?
identity of her suspect, radioed in for
He does.
reinforcements who would have been willing to help, and
Fair enough,
peacefully
fair enough.
apprehended the suspect, who was at a very distinct disadvantage against overwhelming odds of nearby law enforcement. She could have closed distance if he was heading towards a vehicle, disabled the vehicle with the shotgun from close range. She could have
Yo,
tased
they've all
him
got their
trying to
hand-
enter the vehicle at close range. She could have
You're
done
fucking
any
done,
number
dude.
of things differently and
Bro, look at
better
everyone. Big D's
in
in
this
fucking-
situation. There's a lot to be made
Oh,
of good
shit.
faith efforts from law enforcement. You could throw qualified
Yeah,
immunity
hands
all
up,
over
we
the
don't wanna get
place.
shot.
You
We
can
don't wanna get shot,
excuse
boys.
and excuse
Big D, be
and
careful, bud.
excuse everything that the police do in this town. But
Oh,
I have a
shit.
simple question. Just because you can do something, does it mean you should? Just because something's allowed,
Boys, chat.
does
Everyone,
that
hands
make
up.
it
Hands
right?
up, chat. Hands up.
What happened to my client, Mr. Bullet, is irrespective of the crimes he committed that got him into custody. It's irrespective of the quality of his character as a person. It's irrespective of any of
Hands
the
up, boys,
context
hands up.
around this situation. What happened was cold-blooded execution-style murder.
Oh, shit.
My client is
Look at
lucky
Big
to be
D.
alive.
Hands up, boys.
Posed
Hands
a
up.
threat to no one at the time that he was shot. And any speculation to the contrary is just that. There was no opportunity for my client to surrender, no directives given for my
No.
client to surrender at gunpoint. It was just bang,
Oh, shit.
bang.
Uh,
And my opponent and Miss Angel
PTSD,
can
dude.
argue all they want to that this was a split-second decision. But a split-second decision
Yeah, look at
applies
Vinny.
to a situation where
Yo,
you're
the
faced
boys
with a
are out.
suspect
The
and he's
boys
pointing
are
at you.
out.
Maybe he's pointing a finger, maybe he's pointing a gun, maybe he's holding a sandwich.
My
That
hands are up, my hands
split-second
are up, my hands
decision
are up.
justifies a shooting in the line. You make that call when faced with an imminent threat, imminent danger, threat to your life, officers' lives, lives of the innocent. Not some speculative,
shit.
half-baked, unattributable threat towards some other person by someone. but a split-second decision to pull that trigger comes from a moment where life is on the line right now, and you have to decide.
All that has happened now
Miss
is Conan
Angel
put his
didn't
hands
do
up.
that.
No, he won't.
Miss Angel
He shouldn't.
simply
Hope he
didn't
doesn't.
feel like chasing Mr. Bullet anymore, and she took out her shotgun and she unloaded 2 shells into his back, dragged him down to the hospital, and then threw him in jail. And she can lie all she wants to. She can get her brothers and sisters in the fraternal order of the police to lie for her all she wants to, but that's the truth. Everybody in this room knows that that is the truth. And whether she is held accountable here today for the decision that she made in that moment in time, we will all go home today knowing the truth of Miss Angel's character. And that character is cold-blooded, completely capable of snatching a life like it was nothing. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Quiet.
Oh
Miss
shit.
West, floor is yours.
Oh,
Thank
fucking
you.
done, dude.
Okay. Your Honor and ladies and gentlemen of the court, I know you've been inundated with information. If you can just take away one thing from this case, it is that Sergeant Angel was simply doing her job. My client responded to a bank robbery and witnessed 4 individuals using the hostage, Miss Bliss, who is not in attendance today, as collateral. Both Sergeant Angel and Officer Reinhardt testified that they personally heard each of the bank robbers callously
say
threaten
a
the
word,
life of
dude.
Abigail Bliss if the officers in question tried, and I quote, any funny business or tried to apprehend the criminals
Fair
in
enough.
any way.
All right, all
They
right.
heard this not once, not twice, but they heard this several times throughout the
I didn't
bank
say
robbery.
a word, motherfucker.
I
shit.
lost my place. 1 second. The officers later apprehended the criminals, one
I
of which
legit
was the
didn't say
plaintiff,
one word
Randy
at that bank
Bullet.
robbery.
There is no question that the plaintiff, who pled guilty to the charges of escaping custody, kidnapping, robbery, grand theft, and criminal possession of a
didn't.
firearm Class 2, threatened Abigail's life. I will
No,
once
I
again
didn't.
refer to my opening statement in regards to Tennessee v. Garner, where it was established that when a law enforcement officer is pursuing a fleeing suspect, the officer may not use deadly force to prevent escape unless the officer has probable cause to believe that the suspect poses a significant threat of death or serious physical injury to the officer or others. It was found that the use of deadly force to prevent escape is unreasonable search seizure under the 4th Amendment in the absence of probable cause that the fleeing suspect posed a physical danger. Sergeant Angel had more than enough probable cause. Randy
Nope.
Bullet kidnapped Mr. Braun's fiancée, Abigail
I did
Bliss.
not.
He pled guilty to the
No, I did
kidnapping.
not. No, I
He
did
robbed a
not.
bank. He pled guilty to robbing a bank. He and his group of thugs
Actually, didn't
explicitly
plead
threatened
guilty.
Abigail's life. They,
No, I
including
didn't.
the plaintiff, threatened to murder her if
No, I
anyone was
didn't.
apprehended. The plaintiff,
No,
Randy
I
Bullet, has
didn't.
a propensity for violence and a disregard for human life, as you have heard from the officers and the chief of police
No, I
himself
didn't.
today. Sergeant Angel believed with every fiber of her being
No,
that
I
after
didn't.
hearing those violent threats, that Randy Bullet was going to follow through and make good
What? I
on
didn't say a
murdering
word.
Abigail Bliss. After physically assaulting officers at MRPD and ignoring Sergeant Angel's plea to stop, he continued
Plea to
to
stop.
run up the stairs and out the front door of the police station. He fled towards a red sedan, and if he would have escaped, Sergeant Angel believed with every fiber of her being that he
Yeah,
was going to
all
track
right.
down that hostage and take her
No,
life.
no,
Sergeant
no.
Angel attempted to deploy
Didn't
her
say a word,
taser,
bud.
but the taser prongs unfortunately bounced off of Mr. Bullet's oxygen tank. Sergeant Angel attempted to stop Mr. Bullet with her baton, but unfortunately she was not close enough and it was not within her reach. Finally, as a last resort, she took out her shotgun and she neutralized the plaintiff. She tried quite literally everything in her arsenal, from yelling at him to stop
No,
to
she
using not
didn't.
one but 2 non-lethal weapons. When all 3
No.
of those measures failed,
No.
Sergeant Angel did the only thing she could
No.
do to keep herself, her officers, which again Randy Bullet had just assaulted mere moments before, and the hostage, which he had violently threatened her life,
No,
safe.
I didn't
She
say
did
a
her
word.
job and neutralized Mr. Bullet. As for Mr. Braun's colorful theory of perjury, his own witness, Park Ranger Clarkson, could not remember half of the details, or even who the third arrested individual was, despite being present in MRPD the entire time. We can always say, What if? What should she have done? Or what I would... Or, what... Excuse me. Or I would not have done that, or I would have done this instead. But in the moment, in the heat of the moment, you do not have the luxury of these thoughts. Sergeant Angel did what she had to do to neutralize a dangerous, violent individual who made conscious threats against a woman's life. I will read it one last time. Tennessee v. Garner protects Sergeant Angel. She had more than enough probable cause to believe that the plaintiff, Mr. Bullitt, was a dangerous threat to officers, a dangerous threat to herself, and a more than lethal threat to Miss Abigail Bliss. She acted accordingly, and her fellow officers, including the chief of police himself, Jack Ripley, stated that she followed the law to the letter. Again, she yelled out to the plaintiff. She attempted to stop the plaintiff via several non-lethal means. Sergeant Angel attempted to subdue the plaintiff with her stun gun, and she attempted to subdue the plaintiff with her baton. Both of these attempts failed to stop a dangerous, violent individual who mere hour beforehand threatened a woman's life and assaulted several police officers until she was finally able to neutralize him with her shotgun. The plaintiff was fleeing and moments away from freedom in that red sedan, and she had every reason to believe that if he managed to get into that vehicle, he was going to make good on that violent threat against Miss Abigail Bliss.
I didn't make no threat, man.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alright. At this time, I'm going to put court in recess while I retreat to the chambers to render a verdict. I will return shortly to announce my verdict. Thank you all for coming out. We'll be back shortly.
How do they get away with lying? I didn't say a word in that bank robbery, not one word.
Snow, don't shoot me. I'm
Dennis,
cuffed.
Hey, Kareem, how your chest feeling, motherfucker?
Well, you know,
I didn't say a single word in that bank robbery.
Trying to do you dirty.
Let's get here for go ahead, Shaggy. Kareem, don't shoot me. I'm cuffed. Please don't shoot me.
Oh, it feels this fine.
Of course, I don't even know that because no one gave me the opportunity.
I can't hear a thing you're saying.
Also, how are they going
Let's
to
go
say
outside.
pled guilty if
If
you
you
did?
go,
Cops
can one of
lying
them- can one of them
24/7,
get
huh?
charged for
He
perjury?
did
Do you
actually.
remember that video?
He called.
I mean, you're just like flapping around.
Can one of them
Listen,
get
the only
charged
way
for
we lose
perjury
this-
for that?
I don't want to do this anymore.
They're not gonna though, are they? Let's be honest.
No,
Bro,
Murphy,
I didn't
you
say
can't.
one word at
You're
that
the
fucking
only
bank robbery.
You're the only hope.
I didn't say
of
one
Los
word.
Santos.
If I lose this, it's because they're lying. Because they're saying apparently I made
They are
threats.
lying. They're
I
lying
didn't even know
through
who the
their teeth.
hostage was.
You had no weapons. You were handcuffed. You were not a threat.
Exactly, but even before that, I went into the bank robbery late to help them with the lockpicks. I didn't know who the hostage was. I didn't say a word. at the
Can we
bank
help
robbery, but,
you,
know.
deputy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Archie. He's fine.
Yeah, it's me. Randy, are you actually telling the truth?
I promise
is,
on
yeah.
everything, dude. Can I explain to you what I wanted to say? All right, I already got
Perjury
caught.
left and right, Archer. Perjury left and
So,
right.
wait, hold on. So it was Chang and two other people robbing the bank. They were dog shit at the locks and there was blood everywhere. So they called me up, so I went into the bank. I didn't know who the hostage was. I didn't say a damn word. So I did the locks, I did the thermite, I did everything perfectly. We came out, I didn't say a single word. I didn't see the hostage, I didn't know who the hostage was. But they're saying they heard my voice, I made the threats. Like, I'm actually telling the truth, man. Like, I promise. I didn't say a damn word.
Archer, let's be real here, Archer. Among us here, would you have shot in a person that ran away in cuffs with a shotgun?
Not in a million fucking years, no.
That's execution. Straight up execution.
Here's the other thing.
Thank you.
This whole fiance angle with Abigail and Randy are actually really good friends. You know, before we were engaged,
Yeah.
I was actually kind of jealous and thought that Randy was gonna run off with her. Honestly, you know, they
Well, no, you
they hang
never.
out a lot.
And hold on, the worst of all, for the chief of police to say that he
How
would
they get
do
away
the
with
I
it?
cannot
same
believe he said
thing.
that. Oh my god.
The chief of police said he would do the same thing that Angel did. How the fuck is he the chief?
I meant what I said.
didn't even hear
I've
what he
got,
said.
I've got nothing to say to him ever again.
Leftover turkey. What?
Honestly,
what
I think I
Chief
should be
say?
chief. I think I'd be a great.
He said that
Honestly,
he would do
probably
the
be
same
better.
thing.
At least you don't lie.
He legit said he would do the
True.
same thing that Angel did
True.
and shoot him with shoot a suspect
Unreal.
in cuffs in the back. He said he would do that.
Archie, you know what the funny thing
Really?
is? Alright, the doors
Yeah.
to Mission PD are there, right? You got the stairs. You know the stairs that go down? I got shot at the top of the stairs. I wasn't near no car. I didn't even see a damn car.
You got
And
shot
the
by
fact
the
that-
stairs at the front door or the back door?
Yeah,
And the
front
f-
door, front
no,
door.
the
Well, first it was a
And the
white
fact
car,
that-
and then there was a red car.
White car, red car.
You should get
Yo,
the
so you're-
OTT to make a song.
And no one was
Getting in the
there,
red
and then
car.
someone was there.
I'm
So
obviously
they-
neutral. I'm unbiased, but my thing is, I'm just curious. Is their whole defense was what? The reason why she shot is because she had no backup, right? Or
No, the reason why she
and
shot
Reinhardt
is
said
because
she was there.
the whole resolved situation beforehand. He was still a threat from the bank robbery that was over.
So why wasn't I charged with it?
You
That's
weren't
the big
charged
key.
with criminal
If you think
threats.
about it, I
Yeah,
wasn't charged with
exactly.
anything.
Randy,
Exactly.
let me ask you a question. Did you threaten
Doesn't
to
make any
kill the
fucking sense.
hostage if you went to jail?
Bro, I didn't know who the hostage was. I didn't say a word in
No,
that
no, no.
bank robbery. I just went there to do the locks.
Did anybody say they're gonna kill the hostage if they get put in custody? Because they said that on
I have
stand.
no idea. No
Who the
idea.
fuck
because
ever
I was
asks for a
downstairs.
demand? Whoever asks for a
Archer,
demand?
Archer, the biggest thing here. The biggest thing here is that if this is not in favor of Randy, like this sets a precedent, right? And now every cop has like the right,
Yeah,
or like
it's a chief. It's saying that. It's fucked.
like straight up, like everybody will get shot from the back, no questions asked.
In fucking
like
handcuffs.
I don't know, like it's just
And I kept asking everybody
Fucking
that I
crazy.
questioned, that I could stomach questioning, have you ever shot somebody in the back before in handcuffs? The answer was no. Have you ever heard of it happening before? And the answer was no. This is the first time this has ever
I
happened.
don't really get why they tried throwing out all my shit when I just literally didn't remember. They're asking me something that happened 3-4 weeks ago. I didn't like. I don't remember.
Apparently,
you
they
know
can
what I
remember
mean?
it to like the T.
'Cause they
So
didn't- they didn't
Archie,
like
you
what
get
you
me,
said.
right?
No, I do get you, Clarkson. I don't
Like,
understand
I was like,
what's about
what
either.
the fuck is she saying? Why the fuck would I lie? I'm a fucking officer. I'm a police officer. You know, like. That doesn't make
I mean,
any
them
sense.
trying to argue the door
Because you
shit
had
kinda
not-
fucking
because you
triggered
had
me, I'm
not
gonna
been,
lie, so I kinda
The door
tuned
shit was
out after that.
the door shit was pissing me off.
Yeah,
too.
that was pissing me off a lot, but let's not even get into that. But you were not properly coached by the defense,
Oh,
so that's
shit,
why
a
they wanted
baller
to dismiss
Ali,
your
what the fuck?
testimony, because you weren't.
You guys,
you weren't in the coaching
Yo, Randy,
session.
give me real quick.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Never mind. Archer, let me.
The problem is I'm never involved in these fucking cases, so I never have any kind of input whatsoever.
And I'm not gonna
So-
say anything for sure.
Well, it's
but
'cause
I'm,
you're probably
like,
one of the good ones.
I'm almost positive. Like I'm not trying to like
I
stir
don't think
shit up,
that's what
but
that
I'm
means.
almost positive. I think that report changed. Because when I first read that report, it was completely different than what I remember reading it today.
I wouldn't be
Is it
surprised.
possible to check?
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Is it possible to check if it was changed?
You can't check that. I wouldn't. I'm not making. That's a big allegation. I'm not. You know.
Amendments are supposed to be labeled. They can be amended up to 48 hours, as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't read it in like a couple of weeks.
Amendments need to be
But I-
labeled though, and who changed it.
Okay.
But the bottom line
because
is,
think about
they
it. You know,
lied. They
you've
lied.
been on duty 16 hours. You've been in 5
corruption.
shootouts. You get halfway through the paperwork, and you fucking shit can on your desk. You got to close the report, wake up the next day, finish it. You know, but label that as an amendment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But they lied. They lied about a lot of stuff, and that's corrupt as fuck.
Yeah, like the fact that she said that Angel was alone and Reinhardt said that, oh yeah, I was just right outside as a
I
witness.
was right
saw
there.
everything.
I was there just
That
to
was-
witness.
that was rough.
I was there just to
Yep.
witness the thing that I'm being questioned about. How about that?
Like one of them needs to get perjury from this. There's no way.
They won't do that. I'm sorry.
Not gonna
I
lie
have
to you, though, I
respect for
really
you
enjoyed this
both
court
cops,
case.
but I have respect for you cops. But this is why we need internal affairs in this city for all the fucking corruption that these cops do, and they think they can get away with everything, even the shit that we went through.
People call me corrupt Clarkson. I'm not corrupt.
What makes me
And let me
sad?
ask you a question, Murphy. I don't know if this is a touchy subject. I'm not sure. Doesn't officers wear body cams?
No, but they're not allowed to use it in.
yeah, we can't use that shit anymore.
Oh,
we
even
used to be
an
able
officer's
to. but-
body cam, you can't use, even though it's labeled and everything.
can't,
Like,
Vinny,
Yeah, back in the day we
yeah,
could,
I
but not
I didn't know
anymore.
that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's too, you know, too power shaky. Too much of a protein shake.
Yeah. That's why I'm just asking. I was just wondering.
What makes me sad?
Also,
is that
wait, hold on.
Angel.
Hey,
no.
Archer. Sorry, hold on, Big D. Hey, Archer. She said something about the fleeing felon rule. She said, "Is that we don't do that, do we?" Or
Yeah, body
That's
cams
a
would be
real
sucked.
thing. That's
Body
a
cams
real
would be
law.
sucked.
We do
Sucked
follow
because
it.
it would
but
kill
it's
a lot of
very
the
fucking
a lot
tooth
more
and
RP
nail,
than
though.
it
I mean,
would
that's
help.
That puts probable cause on the tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, police officers
But
shouldn't
doesn't
be lying
doesn't
in
that
court.
constitute that?
Because that's
Yeah, to
corruption.
someone that's handcuffed. Like, does that apply?
And they can't agree on a lie. If one cop wants to lie to save their own ass,
I mean, I already kind of answered that question when Vinny asked
maybe.
me earlier. I would never shoot somebody handcuffed running away.
Coordination and
right?
Worst comes to worst, I'd run them
settling on
over.
a
You know what
lie.
I mean? I wouldn't fucking shoot him.
Every single situation in the city is premeditated and has probable cause because you have to, you know, give the initiation of what you're gonna do. You know? So, man, this whole thing is a sham.
Hello, good
Garrett,
sir.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Hello, good sir. I have intentions to murder
I'm gonna
you.
get some bombs and I'm gonna bomb this
what
mother
are
trucker.
you This is why I don't even
bomb
pay no
this
mind to
mother
the city.
trucker.
Shut the fuck up, Garrett.
What makes me mad is that
Archer, I can give you a
Angel
promotion
said that
right
her
now.
intent was to incapacitate with a shotgun. When I make that
Yeah,
same
you're
exact
going to give him a
argument,
kill.
and I'm forced into a position where I have to take attempted second-degree murder, but she can say that her intent was to incapacitate, not to murder. I can't make
There
that
was,
same argument.
There was a police officer in Portland, Oregon in 2014 that chose to incapacitate an uncooperative suspect due to a failed taser attempt by shooting them in the leg with their firearm. Believe it or not, this wasn't the first time this guy did this. First time he was on paid administrative leave for, I think, 16 months pending investigation. He does it again shortly after, and he's let go for it. And jailed for 5 years.
Man, you should have got Archer as an expert witness.
Randy.
He's owning.
Randy, I want you to
choose
take
right
this.
now, Archer?
I want you to take this with the love that it's given. If this ever happens to you again,
all right,
just die.
All right, I got you.
Just die.
All right.
said just die.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, how could
It probably
you
will
incapacitate
happen.
someone when you're
If we
using
don't
a
win
fucking
this, it's gonna
shotgun?
happen.
When you shoot him
doesn't make
twice,
sense.
like,
it doesn't make sense.
like
Trust
what?
me, listen, as an expert witness who just recently had a warrant out for his arrest for attempted, allegedly first-degree murder when I never even shot anybody. But if I did, my objective was never
If
to
he
kill
died,
anybody.
I
It was
mean,
just to incapacitate them with
then
the
that
pistol.
would be
I'ma
a
make
case. That would be,
if
you know,
this court case
they'd have to be
goes
answerable
in
to
the
that.
way of their favor. I'm gonna use this court case from now on as a fucking like case law. or
Hell,
whatever.
exactly.
make that
But
fucking
you know they
argument.
won't rule that. They won't rule that
No,
in
they
a
legitimately
criminal.
won't because I'm a
And as she said, thugs. Thugs.
I'm gonna be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Hey,
I'm
she
gonna
got
be honest
one
with you.
thing right
This
in
is
the
coming
court.
from an unbiased point of view. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think that the courts are gonna favor an Angel.
Me too.
No way.
Yeah, I know. it will,
I
100%.
strongly
No way.
believe myself
because they
too.
lied.
All right, hold on,
They
hold on,
lied.
boys. We can solve this one right now. Let's get some bets on the table.
It's unbiased and all
right?
that. I'm just it's honest.
Let's get some
honest,
bets.
You know,
all in
I don't know what
favor
Archer
that this
thinks,
is gonna
but-
rule for the police department. Angel, raise your hand.
I
we got
want
one.
it to be.
What do you think,
two.
Archer?
I believe it should
Yeah, what
be
do you
in
think,
favor of
Archer?
Randy, but I think it's gonna be. in
I
favor of
I think it's-
truly believe it. Yeah, I think Randy
I
should
think
win,
it's gonna
but
go in favor
No.
of Randy.
All right. Well, listen. If
on
you
the-
guys
on
think
the
Angel's
bullshit,
gonna
right.
win, put $5,000 on the table right now. I think
Oh,
Randy's
hell
gonna
no.
win.
I want to win.
The
I'll,
only reason,
want
the only
Randy to
okay, so the little hope that I have that Randy's gonna win is Murphy's closing statement. That's the
Yeah.
only little hope I have that
I
Randy's
mean,
gonna
Murphy
win.
did a great job. The only thing is they lied.
I've
Wait,
never.
All
I've
of them
never
lied.
seen
Every single
how,
one.
like,
I feel like every closing
I've
statement
never-
I've ever heard in the city. They
Yeah, but at the
always
same
just lie.
time, Randy. At the same time, I mean, did you make that? I mean, dude, I really don't remember the situation, but if you made that threat,
All right,
I mean,
listen,
it does
Clarkson.
look bad.
Listen. I'll tell you exactly what happened, right? So it was Chang and two other people doing a bank robbery. They were dog shit out of the lock, so they called me up. They had the hostage ready. They had everyone ready. I went into the bank, snuck in through the back with a BMX bike. I had no idea who the hostage was. I didn't see the hostage. I went down, did all the stuff, came out. I didn't even see the hostage as I was coming out. I got onto the bike. I didn't say a word, and then we left. I didn't even know who the hostage was. To be honest, I don't even think the hostage knows I was there. I didn't say a word in that bank.
Well, I want you
But,
to know
it is what
something,
it
Randy.
is.
Just because I wouldn't shoot you for running away, it doesn't
Yeah.
always mean it's the right thing.
No.
It's just something I wouldn't do. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
get it.
no,
of course.
I 100% agree with
We get that.
Yeah, but is it the right thing
There's
to
some.
shoot someone
Everybody
with that?
knows.
That's the question.
Like,
you
let's
should
be
ask.
real.
Not-
Let's be real.
thanks for all the
like,
kind words,
at the end of
chat.
the day, people know that they can do certain shit with me, and like, I'm not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? But if you go do that, you would like, I
The
don't know.
fact of the matter is that the chief. No. At the end of the day, the
Archer
chief of police went on stand and said he would. He is the
I actually
top
can't believe
dog.
Ripley said that.
He
I'm, like,
is the
shocked.
one that said he would do the same thing. That just sets it for every other cop that it's fine to do because
They
he
get ready
is
to
the
get
chief
shot.
of police.
Exactly.
That every cop is allowed to do that. That is total fucking bullshit.
That's why I said to him, I said, I got nothing to say to you. And I meant that, like, no further questions, but I'm also done, like, talking to you. Like, I like Ripley. I used to like him a lot. After that, after the example he just set in there, saying that this is fine, I've got nothing to say to the man ever again. And I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this
That
shit
stuff
anymore.
weighs, man. Like, that stuff gets into probably, like, the training. Like, Angel's what? What rank is Angel? Archer?
Sergeant.
Somehow
Same rank as me, Sergeant.
Yo,
Yeah,
Jeremo
so,
21,
like,
thanks for
what,
the
you guys train cops,
$20.
or what, is
Yeah,
it
you
gonna be
gotta
a
Get some love in the
training seminar?
chat.
When they're
Jeremo,
in
thank you so
handcuffs
much,
and they're
dude.
ready for
Appreciate
you,
it.
Just shock them in the back. It really just solves any
Yeah,
problems
just
you
put
may
an
have
AR
in the
to their
future.
Check
neck.
your primes,
That's it.
guys.
Blow
Yeah, you
their
gotta
head
jump.
off.
Hashtag sellout.
Wait,
Check your
Archer,
primes.
after hearing that, I didn't make any
Hit that
threats.
sub
Would you
button if you
done
want
it
to show
or
some
no?
support.
Was there- would
Spot my
there still be
Twitch
like a
con
case or,
tickets
like,
and
some sort of
hotel. I'm broke.
thing?
I already
Need
told
money.
Vinny I wouldn't have shot
I'm
you
begging.
if you were running away in handcuffs. And if I couldn't catch you, I would have just not caught you.
Yo, Forrest, thanks for the
Just
prime,
go for
dude.
backup
Yeah,
while
no.
chasing them. Like, I don't know.
She did have backup according to
Tired.
Reinhardt. Reinhardt was at the door. According to Reinhardt,
Yeah,
she
I
was
know.
at the door. According to Angel, she had nobody.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna finish
that's
up my
the first thing I
caseload.
would do, just
I
like-
got 5 more cases, and then
No,
I'm
Murphy,
done.
you can't.
I am done. I'm not
No,
gonna.
dude.
If they win in there, I'm through. Climbing this
Bro,
hill
I have a
and
question.
pushing this
Is a
stone.
more important question. What the hell? There's cars on these streets I have never seen.
Yeah,
in
me
the city.
neither. They had.
Yeah,
They had a
what the
McLaren
fuck was
up
that
here
car that just
before.
went by? What was that
You
red
saw
thing?
that, right?
The red
Ah,
one,
that's
I
Daryl.
saw
I
that
think
too.
that
I
was
wasn't
Daryl.
gonna say anything though. Daryl
Yeah,
took
it's
me to two of
Daryl.
his
Look,
private
it's
cars
Daryl.
before. They were really nice.
Holy.
Yeah,
I've
pushing
seen the
this
penumbra
stone
on
up the
the
hill
street.
is fucking wearing my back out. I need
Murphy,
help.
What is your ID, by the way? I need to pay you for Clucking Bill.
Yeah, you gotta pay me too.
It's
Anybody else
15.
need money?
Yeah, Alan, you got to pay me too.
Yeah. Hey, Archer, need money?
Did you do the
Hey,
event?
Alan, pay Archer.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
Oh, here comes that car again. Look, there it is.
I heard a shot. Wait, where's that shot?
What the
I
fuck
heard
is
it.
this?
Yeah, I
Daryl
thought I heard
Black.
shots too. Fuck.
And here's the thing: is Angel's gonna get off scot-free, but now they're gonna go after my fucking poor fiance for not being here today. She's been at fucking DreamHack all week, dude.
Artson's gonna fine her 20K.
20K, contempt of court, go to jail. You know,
Can we appeal this or no? Probably not, right?
anonymous.
That's probably not even
Anonymous.
his name, bro.
Thank you
I
very
don't
much
think
for
there's-
$23.54.
Listen, at the end of the day, Randy, I'm gonna
Dude, thank
be
you
real
very
with
much.
you. If they win, we handle
Arcars,
it our
thank you for that
way.
brand new sub.
Oh, I need
Been
you-
watching
I need
lots of
your
RP the
report.
past
No,
few
I
months.
need
People
your
like it, I
actual-
desperately need it. I hope they do a better
Um,
job so you
ID,
can do
not,
yours. I hope
yeah,
so
you're
too.
right.
Not PayPal, Murphy.
What's that?
I need your actual ID, last digits, not the PayPal number.
Oh,
Because I'm-
281, I think. Hang on. 281, yeah.
Honestly, listen, Randy, I'm gonna be real with you, brother.
Yeah. I know
What's
we've
going
lost.
on with our
like-
case?
Oh shit. We'll just throw you away in
With the
jail
appeal.
ourselves.
There's
Tell
no
me when
time
I
limit
see
on
you
the
again.
appeal, so I figured we'd take a fucking
Easy.
break from
Ooh, I broke
our
it.
legal
Don't shock
struggles.
me, man.
But I'm gonna
good.
file that and get that rolling because if I am gonna quit, I want to get that done soon. We are gonna do that appeal. There's 4 bullet points of appeal that are pretty airtight. They fucked it up pretty bad, but you know we've been going through this for a month, so
I'll
I
take your
figured since there's
bar
no time limit,
license.
you know we can just kind of sit on it for a bit and really take our time with it.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. My bad,
Ow.
Alan.
But
Murphy, I
I'll
sent
probably
You
you
file
know,
that
if you
soon.
quit, you're setting a bad precedent yourself.
Typical
No.
police officer, always beating up civilians.
I mean, I can't
Bitch,
do
cool,
it. I
dude.
can't do it all by myself. You know, I'm the
way-
only.
Oh my god, I'm
I'm the
sorry.
only fucking
I'm sorry.
lawyer.
I'm sorry.
I'm the only fucking lawyer in town that
Muscle
takes civil
spasm.
cases. Kevin Shaw only does
Look,
criminal
I don't fucking
cases.
eat you,
Oh,
punch you
God.
right
Every
now,
other
you son of a
lawyer
bitch.
is inactive or semi-active
Oh,
or
they're coming.
semi-retired or whatever.
I think we're good.
Or
Let's go.
worthless. Don't forget that option.
Well, I do
I'm
know of
gonna
one lawyer
become
that
a
nobody ever
lawyer.
bothers to email, so.
Who?
Yeah, well, that's because the lawyer's never in town.
I'm gonna
He still
become
has
a
an
lawyer.
email.
I'm gonna clear.
Case closed.
I'm gonna become a stripper.
I'll become a stripper. It'll be fun. Poor Don. Donnie Russo. Yeah, you can after it's over, you can send some clips. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wait,
why are you labeling us as criminals?
Circadian of Rhythm.
Excuse yourself. I'm not
Are
a
you
fucking
labeling us
I like your name.
Choose your
Thanks for
mouth.
the $15 donation, though. Funny that the criminals stick to RP rules better than cops, rather tip than
Say this
sub,
one
so you
last
get a better
time.
cut. Thanks for all the
You still
content.
can be
Yo,
held
thanks a
in
lot, dude.
contempt.
I dropped
Place
it
your
right
arms down.
I really
please.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Get some love in the chat for all the donos
D,
and
Vinny,
all the
thank you
subs.
very much.
I really appreciate you guys.
I'm a park ranger. I'm not a
Oof.
cop.
Fucking kill you right now.
All
you
worked
piece of
up.
shit.
Shoot you again.
I'm still pissy about the doors, to be honest. I haven't gotten off the doors yet.
She's
Have a
in the
headache there,
bathroom.
Kermit?
No, she's in the
No,
bathroom.
she's in the bathroom.
Restroom.
Understood.
Probably in there getting high.
Nature calls.
Understood. I just didn't see her, so.
La-
Mr. Slimley, please remove your hat while in the courtroom.
Yo, Puppetson, thank you very much for the brand new
No.
tier 1 sub. Get some fucking love in the chat for all the new subs,
Oh my
guys.
God, I thought she was a local. or
Some Murphy
something.
hearts and some blood monies. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr.
Can you
Johnson.
please take off your H&M hat,
Yeah.
please? Your H&M fedora.
I thought he said it was Gucci.
Hands cuffed,
Also,
don't
right
shoot.
away, Miss West.
Yep. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to start this by saying that right now, I'm going to reiterate what Judge LaBar said. Any outburst during the reading of my verdict, and I will have the bailiff escort you out and hold you in contempt of
Oh,
court.
no worries, Speckle.
I hope that's well understood.
Maybe someone will gift you one.
With that being said, it's my job as a judge appointed by the great state of Los Santos to uphold the law and to interpret the law as it is given to me. That includes knowing and reviewing and interpreting Supreme Court cases that are brought forward. In this case, that would be Tennessee versus Gardner. Tennessee versus Gardner is a landmark case when it comes to law enforcement use of force, and it does state that a law enforcement officer cannot use lethal force on a fleeing suspect unless an immediate threat is apparent. What Tennessee versus Gardner also states is that, if feasible, a threat that lethal force is going to be used on the suspect must be made apparent, i.e., stop or you will be shot. In my eyes, I'm just going to hit him with my baton, as I believe it was stated, is not an applicable threat of lethal force. A baton is yes, a baton can be used as a lethal force weapon, but a baton is not meant to be used as a lethal force weapon. With that being said, I will be finding this in favor of the plaintiff and will be awarding the full $60,000. Also, I would like to address
Thank
the defendant
God.
directly by saying that this is, in all my years of practicing as a judge and as a lawyer, I've never seen this much gross misconduct from an officer in front of me. And I will be forwarding a recommendation to the command of the LSPD that you be retrained, suspended, or demoted, because this is the most blatant gross misconduct I've ever seen in my career. And I try to give police the benefit of the doubt. I tried to hold the police to a high standard and believe the words they say when they come in here, because that's what I'm supposed to do. You swore an oath to protect the people of this city, and what I saw today was an absolute failure of upholding that oath. You're a sergeant in the LSPD. That means you are supposed to lead by example, and what you did in this situation was a terrible example to set. With that being said, I close this case, and court is now adjourned. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Officer Angel,
Yo,
wanna go knock
Puppet
over a
Sin,
liquor
thank you
store
for the
with me?
sub. King Scrabble, thanks for gifting the sub to Speckle. Love you, man.
Mr. Bullet.
Woeful Parrot, Thank you for the
Yes,
new
sir.
Prime, new founded. Thanks
Go
for the
ahead
new
and
tier
you want me
1.
to pay him?
Hey, I'm not
Thank you
gonna
guys
lie.
for
I
the
don't think
subs.
that's, I don't think that's the worst gross
Yeah,
misconduct
come
he's ever
out of the
seen. I heard
victims
somebody
will
blew up a casino
It's
once.
weird. The chief of police said he would do the same thing. Literally, everyone said they do the same
Yeah.
thing. Weird.
Eh.
This is the
So
worst.
this
Your
is kind of
ID.
interesting.
Randy, can you hold up your ID for me?